There we go. That should start everything up. Let's go ahead and tell people in the Discord what's going on. But for those of you who are here early, that just means that you guys have been waiting patiently. And hi, how are you? You guys are doing pretty good right now. And like to think that you guys are pretty, available. And that makes you.
I'm not sure if he's complimenting or insulting you.
I don't think anybody.
Are we gonna find out on today's episode of Fairy Tale?
What? Why would we be doing that?
What?
Why is everybody thinking we're just doing a hangout?
To you
we're
guys.
just doing a hangouts.
We're gonna play chess.
We're just gonna do the hangouts. It's fine.
Yeah,
What are
we're
you
just
talking
here to
about?
play games. Little did you know, it's actually tabletop time. It's time to tabletop. You weren't here for it, Blue, but we played
was
games
watching.
and I called it table.
I watched it. I
tabletop.
watched it for like the first 10-15 minutes.
I like the
Yeah.
swirling darkness below us.
There's no swirling. What?
Swirling darkness. I thought that was the sun.
No.
Yeah, that's just wrong. that's just not a thing.
No.
Well,
I've
now
been
that
up
it's in the
since
now
6
that it's in the Discord. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue. We are here today, gonna play some, backstory campaigns to the Fairy Tale campaign. It's the third one we're gonna be doing. This one is going to concern a new player from ours, and I guess we'll also have one of our old players kind of sit beside of her and whatever, do what he wants. He didn't end up making a character, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sad.
I'm sorry we lied to you guys.
Yeah, so we're gonna be only going with the new character and the new player. So sorry about that for those of you who are wanting to see the next character of the one who made the Jess here. But sometimes you just gotta get over it.
But remember, if we build the Tower of Babel once more, maybe we may pierce the heavens and summon a new character.
Maybe if you build the tower once more, Jess will descend as the god she was meant to be.
And we say don't throw like $200 at us at once. And then we say build the Tower of Babylon.
Shut up, Shut up, Anthony.
You should totally do it.
With
though.
all
It'll
of
be
that
fun.
being said, however, we also have Skull Collector and Warrior Red here, Paladin Black and Warrior Red.
Yeah.
They are going to be watching in their things. I'm very happy, by the way, because whenever I look forward toward all of your guys' icons in tabletop, I cannot see Reds. So I'm very happy. I have to turn this way. I have to turn this way to see his. I'm very happy that we don't have to worry about seeing that. Doesn't have to ruin the stream for anybody.
Hey.
Yeah, right.
Some people like me. That's not true.
A weird amount of people like you.
Yeah.
It's like an actual substantial weird amount like you. So yeah, you were correct. Good job.
Before we start anything, I have a single question.
What's that?
What did you do? What's behind the curtain?
The curtain?
Nothing.
That's
What curtain?
that's my shower, man. You've seen that.
Yeah.
What's
You
up?
explained though. This.
What? What's what need to explain? Why are you choosing to go against her privacy for?
Dude, she's taking a fucking shower.
It's a portrait.
Taking a shower while fully clothed.
How do you?
Hey, some people are into that, man. I'm
Hey.
just saying.
Sometimes we just have days.
You just have
How do you
days where you're just
open
just put water on me.
Yeah.
I'll be clean eventually.
You'll never be clean of your sins.
Whose backstory today? Today we are doing the backstory. Good little segue for us to go into this. Today we're doing the backstory of Priscilla Sourdough. the girl right
Yep.
here, being played by, of course, Cleric Pink, Squeaky over here.
Hi.
She has made her character. We have made it into a little figurine here. She is cute and adorable with her two-toned hair and her love of all things probably in the world. The large innocent eyes of a killer.
With the love of being alive.
And like one of our other members, you're only going to be starting off with one card, Priscilla.
Okay.
You have this card. You have Dandify.
Oh.
This
sounds
will
great.
allow you to dandify things. You can dandify the things.
Does that make things dandy?
It does make them pretty dandy.
If we learn
Does it
space
also
magic,
cover them in dandelion?
It does not cover them in dandelions. But maybe if you find a dandelion and dandify,
Dandelion?
maybe if you find a bunch of dandelions and dandify them, you can make them into a dandelion.
Oh. Well, we can work on that.
So going over to Priscilla
Joker,
Sourdough. Don't
look,
worry about anything over
we
here.
have
Nothing over
one
here is really don't worry about that.
You're also saying my name wrong.
What? Isn't it Priscilla Sourdough?
No, it's sugar dough.
Oh, sugar dough. God, I'm so dumb. We had said sourdough. We had said sourdough at one point while we were talking, and it's just in my head now.
That's the opposite of
Sugar dough. My bad. Hope I
sourdough is
didn't.
delicious. Fuck
Hope I
you.
didn't mess that up with. I did. I
no,
totally
you-
did.
Do you
One
actually
second.
write sourdough in my card?
1 second.
You
Tina, erase your sins.
No, you wrote sugar dough on.
Oh yeah,
everything else.
yeah. I didn't make any mistakes. You're right.
Well,
You can't
I,
hide your sins from me.
All right, so Blue, this is a serious question. Is she legal? She is of an age that could potentially be, Anyway, so
Man, that's a question I didn't want to have to answer for any reason.
if we look over here below Bell and Sly, we see that Priscilla Sugar Dough has a stat sheet. Her stat line is as follows. She has 3 athletics, 4 awareness, 6 charisma, 3 concentration, 1 conjuration, 5 diplomacy, 3 instincts, 2 intimidate, 1 knowledge, 6 manipulate, 6 performance, 3 reaction, 2 sealing, 2 survival, 2 technique, and 0 luck. For those of you who are probably a lot more keen than others, you may have noticed that we have actually changed up some of the stats. So things were getting a little bit confusing with having perception, awareness, and instinct. We had ended up changing what originally was perception into instincts, the ability at least, like how it actually works into instincts. Instincts is going to be mostly based on searching things with your stats, mostly due to your own senses. We have changed awareness to what was originally instinct, which I ended up going, this is kind of weird. No, what was originally perception. This is going to be where basically your passive perception, your ability to see things as things are going on around you, basically things that you yourself don't initiate, you just kind of are able to be aware of. And I took out the word perception altogether and added reaction. And reaction is the old instinct, which basically is reacting to things you find out about, reacting to things that you really shouldn't be able to. Spider senses. But yes, thank you very much again for the 2 different times of donating Twinklings. You gave 111 bits before, and then you gave 222 bits while I was explaining that. Thank you very much.
Is this gonna?
And
Joker, look, we have.
and then I believe that's 177 more bits. Twinklings, you're on a roll, man.
So many bits.
A lot of
Holy
bits.
moly.
That's a lot of bits.
You might want to save your bits.
That's a lot of bits.
It's a lot of bits. Altogether, I believe that added up to.
A lot.
It's like 500 bits altogether, I think. That's pretty good. Thanks a lot. With all that being said, though, Priscilla, do you want to say anything about yourself that doesn't have to do with just like what's going to be happening in today's backstory? Anything about your personality? Anything about your deep past of like as you were growing up? Anything you want to say that is not going to be covered?
Well, I can start with, hi, my name is Priscilla Sugardough. Recently I just turned 18 years old. I love puppies and rainbows and cupcakes and milkshakes. And my favorite pie is cherry pie, and my favorite cake is red velvet. I love strawberries and cherries. And I love my mommy and daddy so much. They take really good care of me. And they get this really cool stuff that really is good on my sundaes and my milkshakes and all my other desserts. I don't know what it's called, but it's blue and sparkly. I think they're a kind of special sprinkle.
I think my foot just fell off.
What?
Is it the diabetes that they have to amputate?
Yeah. There it goes. It's on the floor now.
That is a very interesting, of course, backstory there, Priscilla. Thank you very much for all of the wonderful thoughts you just gave everybody in the chat.
No problem, voice in my head.
With all that being said, is there anything else we should really go over while we're here? I guess one thing we could do is I wasn't sure which one of these figurines down here you wanted to represent you, Jake. So I just put them both here. So you know we have Jess and we have Buff Jess down here. Like one of these can, whichever one you want to. That move for some reason. Whichever one you want to. You. Dropped your AP.
Unfortunate.
Did you
Oh,
steal
you
Buff-
dropped it. Here she is now.
You dropped it.
Here.
All right, so this is now the new character.
You shouldn't throw things.
I'm not throwing anything. I'm flicking her,
Look at that. I put a lot of hard work into that.
and I hate it.
You love them.
And I hate it. All right.
You secretly love it.
With all that being said, I feel like we've came around anything. Like I've already told you, Jake, if you you can use any of these during the backstory if you want to. I would not advise it because you probably
Joker,
100% will not need
We
them.
have more money.
But
I want to use it right now.
Oh fuck!
you 100% will not need those at all, ever.
But it's not my backstory. It's her.
Oh, jeez. Twinklings, another 500 bits. Inspiration to sugar, he says. Because you did a 500 before that as well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's gonna be 5 to Sugar Dough.
Yay! 500 what?
500 bits.
Oh, those are all my bits now?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
it's
Well, I'm gonna
No,
call
fuck
them.
you.
I'm gonna call them sugar. Inspiration. Sugar inspirations. And they're gonna be.
Bring on the nose.
They're gonna be
Light purple, like a lavender.
that. Oh, that didn't come out nearly as well as I thought it would. That. We'll go with that.
Good job. You did it.
That way we'll give 5 over, and you know what? Hell, watch this. It's gonna be interesting. Watch this, boys.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You're gonna make
Yeah!
this difficult. You're multicoloring them.
Here
Oh,
are
no.
your first ever inspirations
Joker, look.
for your character
We
there,
have
Squeaky.
more money.
Oh, yay!
Wait, totally.
But then Twinklings immediately goes inspiration for the enemies. So after giving you 5 sugar inspirations, we will now give 3 inspiration to the enemies. So
Okay.
Well, all right.
it's still a net gain.
for you.
No,
It's
no.
true.
I believe that's 5 for you and 3 for enemies. That's still a net gain.
Are you
Well,
sure
no,
you don't
that's
mean
not.
8 for her?
That's not what I mean. But okay.
Get wrecked.
Clip. I dropped it. Clip. 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 Nope. 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 There we go. Back to 1. Okay.
Perfect.
Hmm.
There we go. Oh no. No. Oh,
What are you doing?
I was making a tower.
That's where I'm gonna
Oh,
put
God.
maps.
Okay.
Oh my fucking
With
god.
all that being said, since people have, since we have now basically got everything together and everything ready, I believe we're ready to start the thing off. Since especially since we start about an hour late. So let's go ahead and bring out the first little map here. Priscilla,
Yes.
all throughout your life, you've lived a quiet yet very expensive life in Clovertown.
Mhm.
You had a manor for yourself and your mother and your father and several other people who come in and out of your place to either cook food, clean, or to go to one of your parents' mini parties.
Mhm.
You know, as people do, as the wealthy among us usually do, having all the parties and whatnot. You have spent all of your time as a single child with your mother and your father.
Yay.
Wiki, I tried so hard to find a pink and a blue haired person that looked around the same art style.
It's well appreciated. I didn't think it was that hard.
I had to find something that was similar art styles.
That's funny.
Either way, we have
Joker, look.
we have the pink and the pink and the blue haired people here. We have Papa Sugar Dough, who has always been called Papa Sugar Dough and definitely did not have to be changed a minute ago. And Mama Sugar Dough over here. You've stayed your time with them, with the two of them, all three of you living in the same house, having a very lovely time. Like you had said, every meal, you guys having your crazy weird sparkle milkshakes or whatever the hell they are,
They taste good though.
and the entire time having a very loving life. They've also taught you a little bit of magic. You were able to make flowers bloom as a child. Whenever you just have the seeds or the buds, you were able to make certain things around you grow to a very neat little size. They taught you the basics of dantification magic.
Yay.
However, of course, they did not teach you anything big with it. They did not teach you anything humongous with identification magic. They never wanted you to be a mage or anything. They never wanted you to ever have to really use any of this. Of course, this is you were raised above that. You're not a fighter. You're someone of the family. You know. Yeah, of course, you need to know magic, but there was no need to train you for any sort of combat or anything. So with all that being said, the three of you spent many a year, 18 to be exact, together.
Yep.
in a very nice, very nice house. Let's get your very nice house out, shall we?
Oh, can I name
That's
my
not a
mommy
very
and
nice house.
my
Where's
daddy?
your freaking house at?
Can I name my mommy and my daddy
You
while
can
you
name
find
them
my
as
house?
much as you want to.
Yay. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this.
I want to give them 5 middle names.
Meow. Pop. For those of you who recognize this picture, just shush, all right? Anyway, you
Oh, hey, I know this picture.
know what I fucking said? Good. Anyway. You have a
There
you have a
we
nice
go.
manor in Clovertown. It's just outside of the major parts of the city, and you know it's a pretty nice sized area for you to live in, especially for just three
Joker,
people
look,
living there
We
constantly.
have more money.
One final thing, inspiration. More okay. That is another okay. Thank you very much, Twinklings, for the 1,050 bits. No, 1,000. I don't, dude. You were freaking bidding in such weird numbers. Thank you for the 1,050 bits. We will put more to this. With all that being said, have you named them? Papa is
Yep.
Minto, Minto and Fresh.
Get it?
Are you kidding me?
Why are you?
Really? Minto, sugar dough,
Mentos what?
I'm
No.
so happy I'm here.
Okay.
The last game's blown out of the water.
I thought Hulk Hogan was bad.
I mean, it is.
Memes never die.
There's no going away from it. It is. Papa Force Steel was pretty bad.
Hey, a new guy. Did you know the Phantom Thieves?
Eclipse KT resubscribed on Twitch, and this is the 6th month you've been subscribed. Thank you so much, Eclipse.
Joker, look.
Yo,
And only one
it's a
target
badge with-
Gives 250 bits. Inspiration to a piece of candy and a sugar and a slur dough. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. Bam. Another inspiration to the sugar dough. There you go.
The Sugar Family.
With that being said, Priscilla.
Yep.
On this day, you awake like just any other day. You're in your fabulous room, all of your nice things and toys and such and all around you. You have a nice fluffy bed. The sun is shining through the windowsill. It looks like another fantastic, wonderful day like all the other days.
Every day is awesome.
Every day's great at your sugar dough manor. You wake up, you look outside, you see the birds, you see the trees, you see all of the different things and such on the outside of your house. You know that today is actually a special day. Because like always, like always in every other month or so, your family is hosting a party tonight. She's gonna be. They're gonna be hosting a party for all of their friends to gather around, and they never shy you away from the party. Of course, you always interact with the people around. But you do know that they usually talk about some things afterwards. You don't really ever go into. At that point, you usually have one of their friends hanging out with you and watching you and taking care of you. You have one of your family's guests doing that. However, he will not be showing up as of right now, of course. It's far too early in the morning for any guests to arrive.
Joker, look. We have more money.
Only one target, not a. I'm not giving inspiration to a literal piece of candy. Only one target, so I'm giving it to sugar dough.
Little piece of candy.
The last inspiration I gave over to Priscilla, he had said inspiration to a piece of candy, just a piece of candy, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give it to this. I'm not giving it to just a literal piece of candy. Only one target. Thank you for the extra 100 bits, though. Thank you very much. As you woke up for the day, you look over to your windowsill. You have your flowers, of course, in the windowsill, soaking in the sunlight. However, one of your flowers seems to be somewhat drooping at the moment, Priscilla. It seems to be drooping, even though the sun is out and shining, and it's been shining for a while. Probably, it's drooping over as if there's nothing in this world. It seems depressed. It seems limp. It seems. You look over.
Flowey, no.
You look over to your flower and you wonder what could be wrong. You've fed them all. You've watered them all. You've changed their dirt. You've done everything. For some reason, this one flower out of all of your flowers is just so down. It's so down in the dirt.
Oh no.
Whatever could you do with the power to bring out things innermost potentials?
I can poke Flowey.
You can poke it? You poke it. Look at it. Poke. It doesn't do anything.
Flowey. Come on, Flowey, wake up. All your friends are awake.
Well, if you say so. No.
Oh god.
I'm gonna channel magic into Flowey.
You're gonna channel some magic into Flowey.
Just a little bit. Just to give him a little jump start.
Well, that's
Like when
really
Daddy has
lucky because
coffee.
again, you are a mage. You can use your magic. Your magic is this isn't gonna be too much. It's gonna be a drop in the bucket for you to do this kind of thing early in the morning, seeing as you have 10 MP.
Yep.
The magic actually doesn't want to get up. It's into the ground. Look at this. It won't rise upwards.
Is this it?
There you go.
Oh.
The entire group of them would not raise up. And it still won't for me. I'm just gonna get them off of
We have
thing here.
more
There we
Off
go.
of-
Perfect. It's perfect. Look at all those. Let's group them together. And now
Yeah.
they're moving correctly. You are going to be starting out this campaign with 10 magic points.
Yay!
In retrospect, I believe that our boy Forsteel started off with 5, and our boy Rex started off with 6.
You
It's the
mean
same
they're both the same person.
Yeah,
Wilhelm.
I don't know your name, man. Whatever your name was.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wilhelm.
You.
Fuck you.
Whatever your name was, I don't remember your name.
Hey.
Our boy Rex started off with 5, and our boy Grim, because that's the only part of that I can remember, even though I don't like calling him Grim because I already had a character called Grim in a Fairy Tale RP before, and I told you this. He started off with 6.
Why not just call him Willie and set him free?
It's Wilhelm,
Okay.
right? There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, Wilhelm.
My bad.
It's
So
all-
this will cost
good.
you 1 MP to use.
Hmm.
You use your MP, and as you do, the flower on your windowsill seems to brighten up immediately, blooming outwards and just shine, giving off a shine unlike all the other flowers around, showing off the magical properties that you have bestowed into it. It looks the most beautiful of all the flowers now.
Oh, they might have put a little too much.
Yeah, a danification spell using a tenth of your total magical power on a single flower might have been a little overboard. Maybe you. I mean, who knows? Maybe you could use your magic on all the rest of the flower bed to make them all look the same.
Well, it's time for you guys to catch up.
This will, of course, cost you 1 more magic point as you place
Yep.
magic into the flower bed itself, causing all of the flowers in the flower bed to give off a shine, just like the flower that you just gave the shine to. They all look beautiful. They all look wondrous, magnificent, radiant, even as you have all of your flowers along your windowsill brighten up cheerfully and shine. Even the dirt is shining. It's great.
Yeah. Yay!
Only one target gives another 100 bits and need to even out. Ignore. He was trying to even out his donations, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
God.
then.
I'm just saying, guys. Thank goodness for OCD. I'm just saying. OCD just gave me an extra 100 bits. I'm good with that. You have made your entire flower bed into a radiant, shining bed of flowers at your windowsill. They all look very nice and perfect and perky.
Yay! Now I can start the day without any problem.
That's very good. You can start your day. As you look outward toward the outside of your room, you notice that, well, a carriage has already begun to show up.
Oh.
You're not sure why. You don't think it's too late. You look up to the sky. You don't think it's too late compared to when you usually wake up. But seems like a guest has already began to arrive.
Oh, maybe it's earlier than I thought it would be.
Very strange. As you see this, you see that the excuse me. You see that the carriage has made its way all the way around your large manor and off toward the front of the house. Are you in? What would you like to do about that? Are you interested enough to go and check this out? Do you want to go and talk to your mother and father first? What do you think you want to do?
I want to ask Mommy and Daddy about the time of the party. I want to be ready for it.
Of course. As you make your way out of your room, you start heading down toward your mother and father's room. It only takes you about 5 minutes to go from one part of the house to the other part of the house at a brisk pace.
It's a big house.
It's a pretty big house. You make your way through the house all the way over toward your mother and father's room. As you do, you notice as you knock on the door seems to slide open slightly, and on the inside of the room you see Papa Sugardough. He has his back to you as he also seems to be tending to his own windowsill flower bed. Because every room in the house has a windowsill flower bed, of course.
Of course.
Why would they not?
What else to bring the singing birdies?
Exactly. As your father is tending to his own windowsill flower bed, you notice that his flowers are shining bright as ever. He seemed to have used his magic as well to make sure they were all uniform, of course. He has not seemed to notice you come in.
Daddy?
You call out for your father. As you do, he seems to straighten up slightly and turn around. Just like that. He looks back to you. Good morning, Priscilla.
Good morning, Daddy.
How are you this fine morning?
I'm fine, thank you. I got a question, Daddy. I saw a carriage coming through my window. Well, not through my window. That would mean that my room's a big mess now because there's a whole carriage in there. But it went past my window on the road, and now it's parking. And I thought we were.
Well, Priscilla, of course we were having our party tonight.
Yeah, but it's still daytime.
He kind of straightens up, looks away from his flower bed, and looks back over towards you. He seems to look a very short time over toward his desktop, his desk top, not his desktop, like as in a computer, but his desk top.
The top of his
The
desk.
top of his desk. For anybody out there who doesn't remember that's also a way to say anyway. As he looks over to the top of his desk, he sees what appears to be a folder full of papers and things of that nature that he has looked through. He looks back over towards you. Well, that must be the curator.
Curator?
He is a special guest that's going to be showing up today. He will not bother you. Do not worry.
Oh, okay.
He has come from far away.
Should I go say hi?
Well, if you would like to, I don't see why not. Your mother, I believe, has
Okay.
already gone to meet him.
Oh, okay. I'll go get dressed then.
Hmm.
But not in my party clothes, right, Daddy?
Not yet, no. He is a very important guest, though, so be on your best behavior, okay?
I'll be sure to bow and curtsy and say, sir.
You're always on your best behavior, I know. Thank you very much, Priscilla.
Okay, Daddy.
He gives a nice, warm, fatherly smile towards you, and he turns toward him, toward his desk, and goes over toward his papers once more.
Okay.
At which point,
I'm gonna go to my room.
you head back to your room. Another 5-minute brisk walk.
Yeah.
At this point, the person has already been here for 10 minutes, but no, you need to go and meet them. As you make your way to your room, you change yourself into some normal clothes. Not yet the clothes you are wearing, I don't believe.
Casual stuff, yes.
Mm-hmm. You put on some casual clothing. You look over towards your flowers as they're gleaming as ever. And you go to make your way down the stairs after a good another like 10 or so minutes. And you make your way toward the front
Joker,
of the house.
Look, we have more money.
Only one target, 200 more bits. Cheer 200s. What are you talking about with that donation? Don't worry about it. One inspiration to Priscilla though. Okay, good. Don't. That's a weird way to say one inspiration to Priscilla. Man, thank you very much. Only one target. I won't. We don't have to read that one out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Priscilla. Anyway, so.
Okay.
Priscilla, you make your way to the front of the house. As you do, even though it's been 20 minutes since this person has arrived, he is still at the front of the house, coming out from his carriage, with your mother also being there. You see a man completely clad in a white cloak. As this man comes out from his carriage, he looks over to your mother who gives him a very courteous little bow and has been seemingly speaking to him for a little while now. You're still a little bit too far away to actually hear the conversation. However, would you like to make your way over toward the two of them?
Good morning, Mommy. Good morning, Mr.
You bring yourself over toward the two of them as they both seem to turn to notice you. You say, what were you saying?
Good morning, Mommy. Good morning, Mr. Curator.
You give a nice curtsy toward the curator as he looks to you. He seems to stop for a moment and look over toward your mother. As he does, he looks back to you. Hello there.
Good morning, sir.
Excuse me, young miss, but how old are you?
I just turned 18 a couple days ago.
He looks over to your mother once more. Would you like to roll me for your awareness, please? Whenever you roll for things, of course, you're going to be rolling a d20. The d20, of course, being this one right now. Please go ahead and roll me for your awareness. Your awareness is a 4.
Alrighty, so I just roll it and then the number plus the number.
Yep.
Roll.
So that is a 20.
I rolled. Yeah.
As you seem to look toward the two of them, you see that as he has asked that question and looked over to your mother, she seemed to have a slightly troubled look on her face. However, she immediately goes back into a bit of a smile. Priscilla is our pride and joy. She'll be joining us for the party tonight.
Okay. I heard you're really important and you came from far away, so I hope you have fun at our party.
He looks back over towards you. As he does, he looks to your mother. He looks to you. I have come from rather far. I would like to rest if possible.
Oh, Mommy, can I lead him to the guest room?
She looks to you as you ask to do this. She gives a smile to you, like, "Aw, such a good girl." As she goes, "Of course, Priscilla. Please take him to one of the guest rooms.
Yay!
Preferably the one at the very far end." I'm kidding.
Okay.
No.
Just
Could you repeat that? I think you skipped out.
oopsies. Just follow me, mister.
She seems to step out of the way. As she does, you start leading the curator inside the manor. As you do, the curator does not seem to speak as you guys walk inside. Do you want to say anything to him as you're leading him through?
So where did you come from?
Very far
How
away. A land called Seven.
7?
Hmm.
Is that next to 6?
No. The land of Seven is a country that borders that of Fiore.
How far is Fiore?
You were in Fiore.
Oh! Well... Okay.
He just gives he just like is following you. Like, what have they been teaching you? He doesn't say that, but
And why are you wearing all those white robes? It's a little hard to see your face.
that is the point.
Is it like a secret?
He puts his hand up to where his chin would be in the robes, and he says something like that. Yes.
Is it a secret you can't tell anybody?
Some people know.
Is it like a club? Can I be a part of the club? I can keep secrets. I don't talk to anybody but Mommy and Daddy, but I won't tell Mommy and Daddy. A promise, pinky promise.
Hmm.
Or is it a no Priscilla allowed club?
He looks to you. It is not a club of people who know me. Once you have seen my magic, you would see my face.
Oh,
So don't
So does
worry,
that
you are
mean-
not being excluded.
okay.
Perhaps one day you will see my face.
Okay. So then it won't be secret no more because everyone will know.
Well, you will know.
Okay.
You are a very curious girl.
Well, I don't leave the house a lot, so I don't know what's out there. I mean, I know that there are ponies and cities and cafes and lots of yummy stuff, but I don't really get a lot of chances to go outside.
I
But
wouldn't say so.
Mommy and Daddy said that's for the best though, because sometimes there are bad people outside and they might say mean things to me. And I don't want that, so I'm okay staying inside sometimes, but it does get a little boring.
Understood. There are many bad people outside, but there are also many good people. Just like inside these walls, there are many good people.
Mommy and Daddy tells me the people that come in here are good, because if they weren't, they wouldn't let them in.
You can never be too sure, however. Always keep on your guard.
Okay. Is it because people lie?
Sometimes.
Hmm.
He seems to look off to the side of the hall as he's walking through from then on, not really speaking anymore as you lead him to his guest room. As you lead him away to the guest room, you open the door. He steps inside and looks over toward the flower bed. As he looks at the flower bed, he seems to have a prolonged stare toward it, as he kind of turns back towards you. This device, could you explain it?
The flowers?
Flowers.
Don't you know what flowers are, mister?
Yes, I know what flowers are. I don't know.
Joker,
Thank
look.
you.
We have more money.
Maybe it's just a flower you've never seen before, so you just weren't sure it was a flower.
That has potential.
But
If I were to need any sort of rest area, where would I find it from here?
Points to the bed.
the bed?
I will rephrase. If I were to ask for a washroom, where would I find it from here?
Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, it's over there. And the shower is in the little room next door. We separate them because sometimes the bathroom gets
Joker, look. We have more
Someone from the bathroom gets what?
stinky.
Ah, there you go. He looks to you and he gives a nod. Thank you very much. I will be here if you need me.
Mhm.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, when it is time for the party, could you come and tell me?
Sure. I'll let you know.
Thank you very much.
Are you gonna take a nap? I mean, if you came from far away, you've got to be tired. It's a lot of. Oh wait, no, you took a carriage. You didn't walk.
You haven't traveled far, as you've said. Even time in a carriage is time not resting. You must always remain vigilant. But yes, I will probably take a nap.
Mhm.
Please come and get me whenever the party starts. Thank you very much, miss. They
Okay, mister.
had said Priscilla, correct?
My name's Priscilla.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you have a good nap, sir. And if you do get lonely, the flowers are really good listeners, and they bring in the birds, and they're also very, very good listeners. And sometimes you get to talk to a squirrel.
I'm sure they are.
Have a good nap, sir.
He gives a
then
nod to you as you
leave the
go to
room.
leave the room, and you have left him inside of his guest room. Bing.
Yay. I did good.
As you step out from the room, you're like, yes, this one, he will rest until it's time for the party, which isn't going to be for a couple of hours, so you have plenty of time to be here and do anything you want for the day, and you look out one of your windows and you see more carriages arriving.
I thought it was at nighttime, but the sun is still out.
It seems like a couple more carriages seem to be showing up earlier than intended.
I'll ask Mommy about it. Sometimes she does things and doesn't tell Daddy because she likes to surprise him.
True enough, you start heading off to your mother, and as you do, in between this 5-minute little brisk walk, we had 2 donations. Cyan Gemini donates $20. Oh, you sweet summer child. Inspiration to Pinkie Pie, if you would kindly, Sardico. I'm guessing that's you, so I will only give you
I
pink
am
dice
pink.
for this. That was $20. You have officially gotten the most inspiration so far.
Yay!
I'm making all these pink because he said inspiration to Pinkie Pie, so no blue ones in this one.
Okay. I don't know.
Because they obviously serve 2 completely different functions, of course. One is blue and the other one is pink. And also, only one target donated 1,050 inspiration point or bits, saying inspiration to the white man. Did that just sound wrong? The white man. Let's just be fair. The white man has a lot of inspiration, but this is gonna be. It's still gonna be very helpful. Since we don't know his name, I'll just call him the white-robed man. But where did that go? Oh, down here. Weird. Why you keep dropping down here for? 2. For some reason, they're just dropping down here instead of on the table.
Huh.
There we go.
Okay.
2.
Mm.
Since we don't know his name, I will just make the inspiration white, and I will call them robed manspiration. There are 5 robed manspirations. Well, it actually looks like it's robed manspiration, Ian. So perfect. Anyway,
It's beautiful.
it's a wonderful time. After that 5-minute brisk walk to the front, you see that the carriages that seem to have arrived do have a couple of guests.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and bring out these couple of guests. You see 3 people. You see 3 people approach themselves. They seem to be wizards as they show up in robes. Your family does have parties with a fair bit of wizards. They usually
Joker,
take off
look.
their robes
We
and get into
have
party
more
clothes once they are actually let inside, and they're let into guest rooms. But that usually is far later in the day, of course. These 3 wizards seem to be walking straight toward the entrance, with your mother like giving them bows as they go by. Would you like to say anything toward them?
Welcome to our house, and I hope you enjoy the party.
You welcome them into your home. The wizards seem to all face towards you, and they give you nods as well. One says, thank you. The other one says excuse us, and it's just like the last one's just like, how old are you? I'm kidding. The other one's like, hey girl, how you doing? Shoot. Anyway, no. As they seem to be regulars, they just kind of step in. They seem to they're like, we know where to go. Blah 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 blah. So they're heading inside again a lot earlier than normal. As your mother like motions to the carriage drivers to go around the side, she looks back over towards you. Oh, Priscilla, did you let the curator into his guest room?
Mm-hmm. He didn't know what the flowers we had were, so I told him what they were.
Oh, thank you very much, Priscilla. That was very helpful.
Mm-hmm. So why are all the guests coming so early, Mommy?
She looks over toward the carriages that she just like told to go as they start moving away. She looks back to you. Well, tonight is a very important party we're having. So a lot of people are coming from far away.
Oh.
Just about every guest that's shown up has been someone that we've invited before. However, there are probably going to be a lot more people here than usual.
Oh, okay.
So some of them decided to come early, and they're going to be resting before the party begins, of course. We're also going to have a lot of people cook today. Everybody's now there's now conversations of how old she is, because some people showed up after you've asked, or after you said.
Oh. Just for the people who don't know, I just turned 18 a couple days ago.
As another person walks by, oh, that's good information. Thank you. Good to know. Legal. Anyway, as your mother gives you a smile, are you fine with that? Are you fine with that explanation?
Yeah, now if they're coming from far away and they need to rest, of course they'd come early so they have more time to rest, and then they'll be ready for the party.
Of course. Seems perfectly logical.
Do they know where their rooms are gonna be?
Most of the guests have been here before, yes. It should be fine. We trust everyone that goes through these doors.
Okay.
Now, since there are going to be a few more guests today, I would
Joker,
like you to be on
look.
your best behavior,
We
of course.
have more money.
Only one target gives 1,000 bits. Inspiration to that guy. All right.
The one guy.
Let's go ahead and what color should it be? Yellow. It's yellow, and it's that
Joker,
robed
look.
wizard
We have more money.
guy. Inspiration. Otherwise known as tat robed wizard guy, because I didn't put an H. Perfect. I'm glad that he now has 5 inspiration. Oh, and Cyan Gemini donated $28. I'm told this is enough to get her a fate card to total her to 30. If so, give that pink a fate card. Girls love fate cards. Oh, is that enough? Let's find out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
But I was trying to build a tower.
I like how like 90% of them are pink, and then you only have 2 which are blue.
There's
3.
3.
Where's the third one?
It's
Right
right
there.
here.
Right
I
there.
was looking at one side, and it was hidden between all the others you have at the beginning.
Get wrecked.
Stop moving them. I'm trying to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Okay.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17, and then you have a $28 donation, which will give another 14. So yeah, that's gonna be, yeah, shit.
Alright.
Fuck!
All right, so let's get this going.
What is happening?
Where are they? Oh, there they are. For some reason, like, they don't want to go to the place I want them to. This room is only temporary, of course, but still. Do what I say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Where'd they go? 2 of them shot off into the abyss.
There's one.
I don't know where the other one went. It doesn't matter anyway. They're all going to be turned white here in a second, but still.
That is a mystery of where that last piece went.
There you go, Squeaky. You can start building your cathedral. Apparently.
Oh no! There's more on the floor.
Hey, luckily we have fate cards right here. Bop. That didn't even
It's so-
freaking. Dang it. Breh.
What?
See, Jake, you were here for a reason.
I'm so helpful. I'm helping, guys.
And that wasn't just enough to give her a card. By the way, she has actually still 1 more inspiration. So good for you. You have 1 inspiration still you can use. All the ones that are white back here, Squeaky, you cannot use.
Oh,
They have been spent. You have gotten 30 inspiration. At which point, we give you a fate card.
okay.
With that being said, thank
I
you
don't know
very
why, but I
much,
can't say-
Cyan Gemini, for the $28 donation. With all of that, Priscilla, you have been told to be on your best behavior tonight, of course. And your mother, of course, knows you've been on your best behavior. You're never not on your best behavior.
Joker, look. We have more money.
Okay, only 1 target.
I'm always good.
You're always good. You know what good girls get?
They get a milkshake.
More inspiration.
Oh,
Good girls get 4 more inspiration from only 1 target donating 800 bits saying give her more. So you now have 5 inspiration
yay.
that you can use, and the other ones you cannot. Do-do-do.
Okay.
With all that being said, you have a good part of the day to do anything you would like to do, Priscilla. As you step away from your mother, you get inside and you're like, man, I could go back outside and talk to my mother. I could go back and talk with my dad. I could see if I can go and talk with one of the robed guys or anything like that. What would you like to do while you wait for the party to actually get started?
I wanna talk to our guests and say hi.
All right, where would you like to go to talk to your guests? Would you like to go to one of the three robed
there
men
would
here?
be-
Would you like to go back to the conductor back here? What would you like to do?
I want to talk to the first one that came in. This one.
Okay. You start making your way down. You see that there are now several of your rooms taken up by people. As you walk off toward one of said rooms, you notice one of them is the door is open. As you do, you see a robed man inside of there. He seems to just be standing inside, not really doing anything. Also looking toward the flower bed.
Hello, sir.
He looks back towards you. Oh yes, hello.
Welcome back. I was told that you've been here before.
It has been quite a while since I have, but yes. Thank you very much for the warm welcome.
If there's anything you need, the bathroom's over here, and so is the bed, and over there is the shower. And if you need anything, you can just ring the bell. There's a bell in every room.
Yes, I thank
Do
you
you-
very much. The bell is a
Are
welcome
there-
addition. The bell wasn't here the last time I was here.
Questions about your room or any concerns?
Concerns. He thinks to himself, everyone who's been to these parties will be here tonight, correct?
That's what Mommy and Daddy told me.
He kind of like puts his hand up to his chin and kind of like scratches it a bit.
Joker, look.
That
He
includes
says a lot
him.
of-
Ah!
Huh? Him?
One second.
Well,
We'll get to that in a second.
Hmm?
As he seems to look around, he looks off towards you. If that is the case, then please could you close my door? I would like to not be disturbed until the end of the day.
Oh, are you not gonna come down for the party?
I will be there. Perhaps.
Okay. Are you feeling okay? If you're not feeling well from the car ride, we can get you a Tum.
He's just looking over towards you as he's just like, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Well, just in case if you do, you can ring the bell and ask for a servant, or you can ask for me. My name's Priscilla.
Thank you very much, Priscilla.
You're welcome, sir.
So, before we move on,
Yeah.
Jake. Jake, are
Hello?
you there?
Yes.
Here you go.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Raz the Giant donates more fate for Jake, he said.
Oh,
As he
cool. How
donates
much was that?
$90.
The fuck?
Jesus
What?
fucking Christ!
He also says
Dude.
after that 15 inspiration to Priscilla.
The fuck? We haven't even started. We
So,
haven't even started.
thank you very much. This
Yeah.
also is the donation that puts me over my donation goal of the $300 that I had asked for earlier for moving costs. So thank you very much, Raz the Giant, for doing that. Let's go ahead and give the 15 more inspiration.
What the fuck?
and
I
that's
was like-
yours.
I was
Maybe I
just about
should
to be
just
like,
have you
man,
guys. Maybe I should just have you guys ever in games. And it seems like that's whenever things seem to happen like this.
Are you? So is the voice in my head telling me that I make it rain?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go.
Foul!
Oh.
There. Oh,
But yes, thank you very much. This is actually going to go to this is actually going to go a lot into helping me with my move. In fact, now that we are over that amount, I will say that of course I was going to need more for the move, but this is basically all I ever wanted to ask for from the streams. Because of this, Matt, if you're here.
Yes.
If you don't mind taking it, I was thinking of since you were also moving, I could perhaps hand you some of the donations tonight for your move.
I would not be against it at all.
Mhm.
Usually, I would say no.
Even if it's just enough for gas, I'd like to hand you off some too.
I would very much appreciate that. Thank
Thumbs
you very much.
With that being said, let us
Uh
go
oh,
back.
I made this big. Oh no, I didn't.
With that being
I
said,
was trying to organize the dice.
with that being said, thank you again, Raz the Giant, for your very generous donation. All hail the stream boss, may forever he reign, and with a health total of 6,160, he'll reign for quite a while.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yay! I welcome the new god, but he's not as cool as our god.
So the last game we had the temple and the tower, now we have the cathedral.
Oh no. There's
What are you talking
temple,
about?
a
She's
tower.
making pyramids over here.
You guys make such cool things, and I made a fucking toilet.
Dude,
It suits you.
I'm
Joker,
trying to make a coliseum.
we have more
Cyan Gemini donates another $2. Can I just say I love when Jay cut the fake card? Pink switched from her Priscilla voice so drastically. Because you said the fuck? One more inspiration, Priscilla.
Yay!
With that being said, let's go back into this. This is so far the most donated to backstory game, even though the game hasn't even actually started yet. Guys, thank you very much, but you're all crazy. Priscilla, you do a similar bit of trailing through to the other rooms that are being taken up by people. More people are showing up after a certain amount of time. You go to this guy, and he's looking at you, and he brings down his hood, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, what was going on? I heard you say you were 18, and everybody, how's that going for you?" And he's gonna put one inspiration into his charisma roll, but you guys aren't affected by charisma rolls, so he fails.
Well, to be fair, being 18 isn't any different from being 17. Isn't any different from being 16. And 16 wasn't that different from 15. And 15 wasn't that different from 14. And then 14 wasn't that different
Inside
from
of
13.
his head, he's like, "Okay,
but
she's killing
13
it.
was-
All right, I can't do this.
13
Never
was
mind,
very,
never
very
mind.
different
I
from
can't do
12
this anymore."
because I got boobies.
He just
I
he
give
just
up on
has
life.
like a look on his face of just like pure, just like, I would feel too bad if I tried. It's like, never mind. I need to rest.
Are you not feeling well, sir? Would you like a temp?
What was that?
Oh, sir, you're not feeling well. Would you like a temp?
He looks to you. He's just like, I'll be okay after I spend some time alone for a bit. Thank
Okay.
you.
Well, the toilet's right there, the bathroom's right there, the bed is right there, extra towels are over there, and that's it. Have a nice day, sir. Bye.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the robed man is dejected. He was like, "Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna see if this girl wants to go out, maybe go get a drink or something, go do something." But then he's like, "Oh, she's acting like she's 6." Never mind.
Oh, she's dumb.
No, never mind. My mother didn't raise no fool. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm not gonna trust what she says about her age anymore for a bit. I'm just gonna wait. Well, I'll wait on this. It doesn't matter anyway. After tonight, nothing will matter. Anyway, so Priscilla, eventually more and more people begin to show up onto the premises. The party's
Oh,
looking like it's getting going.
Oh, it's a lot of people.
Look at all these peeps showing up to the party, going into their guest rooms, being all party peopled. Yeah.
I have a lot of people to say hi to.
Yeah, you do. You spend a lot of the day saying hi to people.
Yay!
And eventually, an actual familiar face that isn't covered in a robe shows up.
Oh? It's you, person!
It's you, person! Yeah!
Man, you person from the
Oh,
person
yeah,
family.
you person from the place! No, eventually showing up, you see that your friend Daniel shows up. And by friend, I mean he's always been a part of these parties. He's one of your parents' guests. You've known him since you were a little kid. He's only a couple of years older than you.
Danny boy!
Danny boy, there you go. Your friend Daniel shows up. He's always there to hang out with you and be with you whenever all the adults have gone off to their like after party talks and things like that. He's always the one that just kind of hangs out with you while they go off and do whatever boring stuff they do.
Mm-hmm.
And as Danny Boy shows up, he gives a. I'm gonna go ahead and name him before you guys name him Danny Boy. I don't want to put his last name because everybody's already freaking saying villain, so I'm not gonna put his last name in for reasons.
Daniel the rapist. Little did we know she will be looted this very game.
As Daniel shows up, he of course shows up in his formal best. The party at this point is going to be starting sooner than later. You know that Daniel lives here in Clovertown. He probably just got into his suit and came straight over. Like he's not going to change into any clothes afterwards. As he gets here, he sees you and he gives a large smile. Like, well, hey, Priscilla, how are things going here?
Hi, Danny. Just another day.
Things seem pretty busy today.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are going to have that party.
I've been seeing a lot of new carriages coming into town today. The party was going to be something big, I knew, but wow.
Yeah, I didn't expect so many people to come early, but Mama said it's because they came from far away, so then it makes sense they'd be really tired.
Yeah, today is a pretty special day.
Do you know why it's special? No one's ever told me. Now that I really think about it.
No one's ever said anything?
I mean, I never asked, so that's kind of my fault. But now I'm curious because so many people are here and so much earlier, so it means they really didn't want to miss it. So it's got to be really important.
He looks to you and he kind of like gives a bit of a look around as if seeing if anyone's around him. He puts his hands in his pockets and he just kind of like turns and looks off toward the wall like, I don't know. Why could today be special?
I mean, it's not my birthday. That was a couple days ago.
No, that's not it.
Is it your birthday?
He looks to you. He's like, I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think it's Mommy or Daddy's birthday, and it's not their anniversary.
Well, from what I know, and that's not a lot, they don't really tell me any more than they ever tell you. We have a special guest today.
Oh.
And a lot of people are wanting to talk to him.
Is it the curator?
I believe so, yes.
Oh.
Not to mention, you know how the adults love their after party talks.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, is there anything you'd like to do tonight after the party?
I haven't thought about it, but if they're gonna have their talks like always, then maybe we can play together like we always do.
He gives a smile like, of course, we can do whatever you want. We can do whatever you want to do. I do love coming over here.
Maybe Mom and Dad will let us ride the ponies.
Oh, would they? He looks
I
like,
hope-
oh, would they?
I hope so.
We can only hope. Squeaky, roll me for your awareness.
This guy hates his job.
He wants to fucking kill himself every day.
Oh, he
Five.
is so excited. He is 100% excited.
Of course he is.
This is such a hard life.
Of course he's excited. We're gonna play with the pony.
Oh, wow. Oh, good golly gosh.
This is where Jake says, "Wow."
Wow!
Blue so why'd you choose him of all people? Anyone watched an anime would know if to trust him. I don't know, Hello. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why. I don't see what the big deal is, but I
Yeah,
also don't watch a lot of anime.
As Danny makes his way in, you two are talking very excitedly about ponies and about, man, a nighttime pony ride. That just sounds the best.
That's so
sometime-
dangerous.
Well, sometimes Mommy and Daddy tell me I can't ride the ponies at night because if they fall, then I'll fall and then I'll get hurt.
Well, that's fine. We can. You'll have me with you.
Of course, so maybe they'll let me ride the pony at night.
Anything you want to do tonight, we'll do.
Yay!
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 He hates his life.
What are you talking about? There's no reason for this. Is what he's having a good time. He looks to you after he's like, oh well, I better go and find a room before they're all taken. You won't mind if I make myself at home, will you?
No, you're always welcome to.
Well, I'll see you in a little bit then. The party will start shortly.
Okay, I'll go get ready then.
I'll go do the same.
Yay!
It's just like, yay, yay.
So, Priscilla.
Yep.
You have now let Danny go to his room. He has his own room here in the manor, like, cause he comes over quite an awful lot, like more than just like the monthly parties. He comes over even more times than that, cause he's your best friend.
Yep, he's my bestest friend.
Bestest best. You guys do so much. Like whenever you went with the ponies.
Can I tell you a secret, Mr. Man, in my head?
Go ahead.
I about princesses, and they say every princess has a prince. And I
Joker,
think
look,
he might be my
We
Prince
have more
Charming.
money.
That's so sweet. Twinklings gives 111 bits. Why that picture? Don't worry about it. Nobody has to worry about it. I only choose pictures because I want to. With that being said, at this point, Priscilla, do you want to head back to your room and get ready? Would you like to go to your parents' room? Would you like to go to any of the other rooms before getting ready? What would you like to do?
Well, Mommy and Daddy are probably getting ready too because they're the hosts. So I need to go get ready too because I'm technically a hostess.
That is completely correct. You spend your 5-minute scamper running off to your room. You get into your party outfit, your party clothes, which is something similar to what you were wearing, correct?
Exactly what I'm wearing right now.
Wow.
Yeah!
Yeah.
This is the only picture of me that exists. For now.
As you make your way into your room, you get yourself all ready for the time to go about the party. You look over towards your flower bed as you notice that that the flowers have been
Joker, look. We have more
slightly
money.
pruned. They've been some of the petals on them have been clipped slightly, and they seem to be a little bit less like wide and vibrant as they were in the morning. But of course you know that the servants come and clip the petals every now and then.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. They get better every morning, especially whenever you use your magic on them. Nothing you guys can do to them will ever permanently hurt them. In fact, they use the clippings from what you know to grow more flowers. So that's good. You have a large flower garden off to the south of your house. So even though they've clipped the flowers a little bit, it's all to make more flowers, and it's all to do everything. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's always been that way. You get yourself ready. You're in your party outfit. It takes you a little bit to make sure everything is perfect. And once you are done with that, you realize that there are some noises coming from outside, and it seems like the party may have started. You look out your window to see that a bunch of lights are around. People are standing off in the center of your I don't know what to call this.
I just realized that I should probably redact that being her party outfit, because if that's her outfit all the time, she's always in the party outfit. So
She's
redacted.
a party animal. I'm just saying.
She's always ready to party.
Her party outfit is something also cotton candy colored and frilly and poofy and cute. There you go.
With that being said, you come out. You notice the party has started. Do you want to go straight there? Do you want to go to your parents' room? Do you want to go anywhere else? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go to my parents' room and tell them that if they know that the party's happening now.
Okay. You make your 5 minute sprint over towards your parents' room. As you do, you make your way there, and the two of them seem to be standing in their room, the door wide open. They're both in their party attire as well. However, you look and see that your father looks nervous as he's like, well, this is just a very big day, you know. She's like, I understand, dear. I understand. And she's like trying to get his collar right and everything like that.
Are you nervous, Daddy?
Upon hearing you say anything, you see that his eyes slightly go wide, like in surprise, as he looks back towards you. It takes him a second to get a smile, and he's like, "Oh, Priscilla." Your mother turns around. Your mother seems to be completely comprised.
Are you nervous, Daddy?
Well, yes. We haven't had so many guests in quite a while.
Danny told me today's really important because...
Joker, look.
Does he scare you?
Can you repeat that? You skipped out?
Oh, darn it.
Just the last part of like who. Yeah.
Does he scare you?
Scare me? No, not that. Again, it's just been a while since we'd had so many guests, Priscilla. He just gives a smile. Go ahead and roll me for your awareness again. And while you do that, Cyan Gemini donates $34. You know what happens when something hits the internet, Priscilla. The rules of the internet happen. Let's donate to avoid it from happening. All right, we're okay. Cyan, is that also going to be anything toward anybody? Is that also going to be any inspiration? You didn't put that in there. But yes. What'd you roll on your awareness?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. He seems nervous, but he seems fine.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll another one though.
Alrighty. I'm guessing this is for Mommy. A 7.
As you look over to your mother seems to be completely comprised. Like she doesn't seem to be nervous at all. Or composed, not comprised. My bad.
You don't seem nervous, Mommy.
She looks over to you with a smile. Oh well, I guess I'm just a natural party planner. We've had so many of these after all. It's been almost a monthly thing ever since you were born.
Don't be worried or nervous, Daddy. Everything will be all right. All the parties always end up being fun and perfect.
He looks to you. Roll me for your charisma.
Okay, charisma.
Everybody's
Priscilla.
cutting out a bit for me.
Oh.
Whenever Matt just tried to talk, it cut out a little bit.
I rolled a 7
I'm gonna see if
again.
I have anything going that's causing this. I don't think I have anything going. Can't get rid of Steam.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it all.
I wasn't the one that even started the call either, so I can't just be that. Dang it. It's only Discord too. Like the stream seems fine. It's always a Discord problem. Anyway, what'd you get on your charisma?
I rolled a 7.
7 plus 6 though, right?
Yep. So that's a 13.
Your father looks to you, and as he does, he seems to move away from your mother's constant like touching on his clothes. He seems to move away from her as she stops. Like, oh, okay, like, all right, fine. As he does, he steps over towards you, and he goes to he puts out his hands to take yours.
He takes his hand.
As he looks to you, he gives off a smile. Priscilla, you look fabulous.
Thank you, Daddy. You should probably let Mommy fix your tie a little more, though. It's a little crooked.
Yeah, I will. Just, I hope you have fun tonight.
Don't worry, Daddy. Every party always goes just as Mommy plans it.
Just
and
as
I
she
don't know why
plans.
this one won't be any different. At least I don't see why not.
Yeah, not any different. Thank you. You're helping me out a lot. He just kind of gives like a smile to you. He goes in and he gives you a long hug.
Are you okay, Daddy? This is a little more than being just nervous.
Joker, look.
He lets go and
We
he's just
have
like,
more money.
no, don't worry about it. Sometimes he shrugs as he's like trying to find words for it. Whenever your mother steps in, he's just like, well, you know your father. He's so sensitive.
Well, to be fair, I really like hugs too, so I don't mind hugging Daddy. I'm gonna hug him again.
You go and give him a hug. As you do, he just kind of smiles. As your mother's like, what about me?
Of course I'll hug you too, Mommy. And I'll hug you guys both so that you all get equal hugs. Hug, Mommy.
You all have a nice family hug off.
Yeah.
And as you all have your nice family hug off, your mother looks to you and she goes, "Well, can you please go and go toward the party, Matt, or go toward the party, Priscilla? We need to make sure that one of us is there and ready." Looks over towards your dad. I'll have to make him look at least a little presentable.
Of course, Mommy.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
You head out. As you do, where would you like to go?
I wanna
There's
go.
going on. There's a party.
Well,
Go to the party.
I told the curator I would tell him when the party's starting.
That is very true. I was hoping you remember.
I'm gonna go tell the curator the party's starting.
Man, look at this party in the middle of this area. We need to make this bigger. Perfect. All right.
Wow, now my house is bigger.
Man, don't you love it whenever your house spontaneously grows like double its size?
Dandy magic.
You make your way through, and with a nice little like 10-minute sprint. You make it all the way around your house, making your way toward the curator. As you make your way to his room, you give a knock on his door, and as you do, he seems to come up and answer it. He's still in his white robes. As he looks to you, is it that time already?
Everyone's starting to get gathering at the party.
Cyan Gemini says yes, it's to Priscilla as well. Okay, so that is going to be quite a lot of more inspiration again. So that 34 from earlier is going to go to Priscilla. That's going to make 17 more. You might actually have another freaking card.
Oh.
Copy. Let's see here.
What happens if I flip this?
Flip what?
The card of destiny.
Bomb.
Oh, that's cool.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Uh-oh.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's going to be 17. How much do you have right now? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's going to be altogether 37. So yes, you are going to get another fake card.
Yay!
3.
I don't know what these do,
5.
but they're cards, and I have now 2.
2. All the ones back here are going to turn white to show that they are no longer applicable. I will turn your pyramid white.
Is it now the Pyramid of White?
It is indeed. And all the pink ones are the ones you can use to actually augment your rolls. Remember.
Okay.
But thank you very much, Cyan Gemini.
Thank you.
Copy. Paste. And your second card of destiny. There's far too many of these on this board right now. Okay. With that being said, you make your way to the curator. It's that time already?
Yep. Mommy and Daddy are still getting ready, but they told me to let some people who haven't come down yet that the party's starting and everyone's gathering. And you're the most important person, so I thought to make sure to check on you first, like I said I would.
He looks to you. You seem... Kind of puts his hand to where his chin would be if the robes were not there. You seem not so nervous about this.
Why would I be nervous? It's a party. We have parties all the time.
So you're used to them.
We have parties all the time with lots of guests. I mean, after a while, all the adults start talking, and I don't understand what they're talking about most of the time, but then I just go play with Danny.
With Danny, yes.
Do
you care to walk with me?
Of course!
The two of you begin walking into the hall.
So you're apparently really important. How do you know my mommy and daddy?
I haven't seen them in quite a long time.
Oh.
You guys are walking all the way over through here, but as you are doing that, you said that you had just turned 18, correct? Well, I will say one thing to you then.
What?
He waits until you guys make it to the very front of the house. As he does, there is you guys will turn right to head off toward the party, and left, of course, to go toward the carriages and the outside and blah 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 blah. As he gets there, he looks back to you, and again, this man is rather large. He's quite a bit bigger than you. As he looks back to you, he looks down at you. I will give you this one option. He motions to the door. Do you want to leave?
Why would I want to leave? The parties are usually a lot of fun. Or did you also want to play with the ponies afterwards?
He looks at you.
Hmm?
Where is your parents' room?
Uh-oh, I dropped a dice. My parents' room? They're upstairs on the highest floor.
Do as you wish. I am going to go and speak with them.
Okay, sir.
He turns immediately without waiting for you to without letting you finish what you were saying. As he starts walking off toward the stairway up toward the second floor.
Oh.
He seems to be going off in a bit of a huff as well.
Okay. I'm sorry if I made you mad, sir.
She yells out.
I didn't mean to.
Made who mad?
Uh-oh. My tower!
What?
My tower!
It's just fucking my tower.
I heard a voice.
As you hear, made who mad?
Hi, Danny. I don't know, but I hope I didn't, but I think the curator is a little bit mad. He asked me if I wanted to leave, but I don't know what he means.
Wanted to leave?
Like, I don't know where he meant to. Maybe he wanted to see the ponies, but he didn't say. When I said I don't want to leave the party, he seemed to want to talk to Mommy and Daddy.
He gives off a bit of a smile. He steps off to the side and then goes, vroom.
Vroom?
He starts going after the man.
Wait, what's going on, Danny? I want to follow.
You start following after them. As you do, you see them. You hear one of the doorways in the middle of the hall seemingly close. It does not seem to be your parents' door, however.
Oh, it's not Mommy and Daddy's room.
Do you want to head to your mom and dad's room because you know that's where the curator's going?
Yeah, I guess maybe he knows another way to get here.
Maybe. Or maybe they're just really fast and this was just a servant going into this room.
Yeah, maybe I caught the wrong person.
Yeah,
He's
who's
going
to
to
say,
Mommy
man?
and
There's
Daddy's
so many
room.
things going on here.
Yeah.
You rush towards your parents' room again because you didn't mean to make that person mad. And you know that your dad's nervous about everything, and you run down to your dad's room. Because you're running, it only takes you 4 minutes to get there.
Wow.
And as you're running there, you notice that the door is closed. You run there. You reach out for the door to talk to them. Whenever you hear from inside, well, of course we can't tell her. You hear your mother's voice sounding angrier than you think you've probably ever heard her. I feel like there's no reason to. What do you think would happen if we told her? Nothing but to keep this inside. It's just... Do you want to give her a choice or something with this? It just feels like I don't He looks that you hear your father inside. He's speaking very low. He's speaking very, very nervously. He's speaking with very hushed tones. I know that there's nothing that we can do about this. It's been this way since we started, but I mean, does it really have to be her? I feel like you hear a coming from inside. Get a hold of yourself. You think you're the only one going through anything here? We have to do this. Do we? Yes. There's no other way. They're all already here. If we fail to deliver, then you know what will happen. And if I don't care. What if I don't care? Then I can't have you stopping this. As she says this, you hear a bit of scurrying from inside. And then your father lets out a yell, a pained yell from inside the room.
Daddy?
You call out. As you do, you hear another very, very sharp noise from inside, as if something hitting the side of the door.
Mommy? Daddy?
Priscilla, we're almost ready. Just go down to the party, all right?
Okay. The curator said he was coming here, but I
You look
don't know if
down
he
at the base of the door as you see a bit of blood coming from underneath the door.
Is Daddy okay?
Why wouldn't he be, sweetie?
There's red stuff on the floor.
Oh, that's just wine. You know your father.
It looks sticky.
Go down to the party, Priscilla. You don't want to embarrass us, do you? Your
no.
father's really worried about tonight.
Okay, Mommy.
Roll me for
okay.
your instinct, please.
Okay.
If you would like to use inspiration, now could potentially be the time to use a couple of them.
I will use.
Colin McGee as well.
two-
Thank you for the inspiration to Emerald. I'm not giving Emerald an inspiration though.
I will use 2 inspiration.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me for
I
your
like
instinct.
how careful she is.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. That's
19.
a 19.
That's pretty good. Keep going.
I roll again.
You roll
Okay.
2 more times.
That's
See if you get a 20.
inspiration.
One more time. See if you get a 20. The other 2 rolls are
That's a-
basically just to see if you get better than the first roll.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you rolled a 19 plus your instinct of 3, so that's a 22. You hear coming from the doorway as your mother says to keep going. Of course, you don't want to embarrass your father. You hear coming from the doorway, Priscilla, in a very low tone. Get
It'll
out,
be okay.
get out, Priscilla.
Everything will be okay, Daddy.
Don't go to the party. Get out. Priscilla, please get out. Your father lets out a choking sound. And then there's no more. Priscilla, go to the party. You hear from the other side of the door.
Okay, mommy.
You see that the doorknob begins to shake as if she's trying to open it. However, there's a dead body in the way, so it's hard.
Bolts.
You're gonna bolt?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to my room.
You're gonna go to your room.
I'm gonna go in my room.
You
Yes, I
run
got to
off,
go to
and
the
as you run off, you see Daniel in the hallway. Priscilla, what are you doing?
I forgot something in my room.
Oh, don't worry, you won't need that. Come on.
Are you sure? I might really need it. Daddy said I needed to go get it.
He looks to you. Priscilla, is something wrong?
Daddy said that I forgot the bracelet he gave me, and it's be really important to show him. I mean, people. So I gotta go get my bracelet, like he told me to.
He makes his way over towards you. Your bracelet. He is now like in the middle of the hall, and you're like near one of the walls.
I need to get through, Danny.
He looks to you, kind of looks you over. As he does, roll me for your performance.
Performance. Rolling. That's
Nat
a 20.
He looks to you, and as he does, he seems to give off a wide smile. A wider smile than you think you've ever seen Danny do. He puts his hand on the wall beside where you were, not touching you. He puts his hand on the wall, like, you know, he's in front of you, hand on wall. You know that. You know the pose.
Yeah.
As he does, as he puts his hand against the wall, and he's like really close to you, looking down at you, giving that smile. Huh. And I thought I was the biggest. Thought I was the biggest actor in the house.
Actor? What do you mean, Danny?
What do you know, Priscilla?
I don't know a lot, but I know I gotta go get my bracelet, Danny, so can you please excuse me?
You probably shouldn't stop in your room, Priscilla. Especially if you want to continue like this.
But I gotta go get my bracelet. Daddy said I have to.
Priscilla, you should leave.
Leave?
He just gives a smile at you. Bing.
I mean...
You look at him as he's looking at you. Again, just a wide smile begins to form on his face. He seems to understand a bit of what seems to have happened with you. However, he doesn't understand everything, because again, you are very, for some reason at this point, keeping it all very much in. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a sucker, puts it into his mouth, and as he does, he just stares downward towards you. You should leave if you don't want to die.
Huh? What do you mean, die? Why would I die in my own house?
Goodbye, Priscilla. He starts walking down the hall towards your parents' room.
But I don't know what you mean.
She's gonna go to her room.
You go to your room. You're in your room.
I'm gonna take my blanket
Okay.
I'm gonna put my on my bracelet because I don't want to have to be a liar. I'm gonna get my pretty bracelet that my daddy gave me for my birthday because I'm not a liar. I'm gonna get my pillow. I'm gonna go into my little fridgie and get some water bottles and some snacks. I'm gonna take off this dress. This is a foofy party
You're
dress.
gonna take off the dress.
And if I'm gonna take off this dress and put on a different dress.
Okay. You begin to change clothes in this situation.
Yep.
At
It'll
that
be quick.
point, you hear a knocking at your door.
Just 1 minute. I had to use the bathroom. I'm sorry. I just really had to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna just grab the clothes I wanted to grab and just jump out the
Oh,
window.
no, you changed.
Oh, whoops.
You changed. However, that took a long enough for someone to show up who was chasing you.
Oops.
Because again, they were trying to open the door when you were there.
Oops.
You now have things inside of a blanket. Roll me for your athletics.
I'll be just a minute, Mommy. I swear.
I make my way towards the window.
Roll me for your athletics, like I said.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure my athletics are good.
Remember, you have inspiration, by the way.
Oh, fuck.
That is
I
an
forgot.
8. As you begin dragging all this stuff with you inside of the blanket, you quickly realize that jumping out from a 2-story window into the area where the party is going on with a sack of things from your room is probably not the greatest idea you've ever had in your 18 years.
Uh-oh.
It's at this point you get you hear the doorknob from your room begin to shake as if someone's trying to get inside.
Is this where you ask me what am I gonna do?
If you want to, you can jump out of the 2-story window. 2 stories are pretty large in comparison to like an average 2-story place because this is a manor. You're gonna be falling onto walkway.
Okay, hold on. First off,
I'm gonna take my chair and I'm gonna put it on the doorknob so she can't open the door.
I mean, it's locked, so that you can do that as well.
But I'm gonna do that for extra security.
You do that.
Okay, so just to
You go
make sure,
ahead.
if I jump off the window,
It's
am I gonna land in front of a party of people?
You are gonna land in front of a party of people as well on a walkway and not on grass or anything.
Joker, look. We have
Okay,
more
that's-
money.
That's predicament number 1.
Only one target, 450 bits, inspiration to the dumb girl. I don't know if I go that far, but maybe.
She's borderline.
At least she has more.
Is there any birdies around?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there a birdie around?
There's a loud party going on.
Fuck!
Her first adult word.
Fuck!
Such in her head, which bird? There is none.
Priscilla,
Mhm.
at this point, you only have one exit because you did not leave whenever 2 people told you to.
I'm sorry.
No. You only have one exit. That exit is the window. Now,
Mhm.
unfortunately, you don't have any way of landing, so you can't jump from the window. However, you do have plants in the room,
Mhm.
and you have
And
magic that
maybe-
makes them grow.
Mhm. Maybe if I make them a vine to climb down, or maybe make the flower take me up like an elevator, I can go somewhere.
I would not advise the up.
Okay, then I will go down.
I would totally advise the op. There's nowhere to go.
But why not left?
Upon climbing down, if you decide to do this, you are going to have to not bring your large sack of things, unfortunately, with the athletics roll you rolled.
Oh, darn it. Okay, fine.
You can bring your you can bring your bracelet though.
I'm bringing my bracelet.
You can definitely put on anything you want. As you go over towards your flowers, you are going to activate your dandification magic. You're going to try to bring them to their utmost potential. You're putting everything into this. And by everything, I mean you're putting 1 MP into this. Because that is how much it costs.
God damn it. MP.
As you do so, you also notice, as you cast this magic on your flowers, they seem to glow. They seem to glow, and bits of dust or something seem to fall off from these flowers, from underneath the flower buds. That seems to remind you a lot of the sprinkles that were all over your milkshakes.
Oh,
that's weird.
Pretty. Can I take some with me?
If you would like to take one of the flowers with you, you definitely could.
I'm gonna take.
However, taking one of the flowers is probably going to be difficult. You feel like probably the better option is taking one of the flower buds.
I'll take a couple of the buds.
Okay. We'll say you bring 3 flower buds with you. You also notice, just looking around, as these flowers are turning into large vines and going down the side of the house. You also notice on your desk you have a spoon, a knife, and a fork. All 3 of them seem to be silver.
I will take the knife and the fork.
Okay, you're gonna leave the spoon behind?
I'll take the spoon too. He'll be lonely if I leave him here.
You see this silver spoon? This is what I had in my mouth from birth. Anyway, you take your silver spoon, your silver knife, and your silver fork. As you do, you make your way over toward the vines that are going down, which, by the way, the party goers are like, the fuck? Looking over like, hey, who cares? It's a party. They don't know you're escaping yet. As you start climbing down, they're just like cheering for you, like, yeah! Yeah!
Just kind of play along with it, wave.
Hi, everybody!
Yeah! One guy's like, I can see up her skirt. Anyway, no. As you climb down, you are met with applause of the people as they're like, yeah, good job, yeah! And at this point, you were surrounded by party goers.
I just need to go get something from outside. I'll be right back, and Mommy and Daddy will be down here to entertain everybody.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
So at this point, you can either go back into the house toward the front of the house over here. Or you could go this way toward
Joker,
the back of the house, which will lead you off toward the forests.
I'm gonna go into the forest.
Okay.
Because
only one target. 200 bits. Inspiration to that guy. All right, let's give one more robe guy inspiration.
Man, that guy is the coolest guy.
There we go.
My favorite part of his career was when he was in that thing. You know the one.
As you begin to make your way out, you hear, "You idiots!" coming from the manor. As you look back to see your mother's outside, like looking out your bedroom, as she points off towards you. She's escaping. With that, Priscilla, you are running off. Luckily, thanks to your constant having to walk back and forth 5 to 10 minutes throughout your house multiple times every day, has given you a decent bit of athletics.
Yes.
So you're able to get pretty far, to a point where they're all like, "Oh, ah!" as all of the wizards who were at your party begin to flood out from the party area towards you and towards your forest. As you make your way toward the forest, I would like you to roll me for your athletics, please.
I'm gonna throw 3 inspiration in there, if that is possible.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm putting those 3 dice aside. I'm gonna look at my thingy, and I'm gonna roll that die.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Roll again.
That's a 4.
Roll again.
That's a 10.
Roll one more time.
That's a 17.
Hey, that's an unnat 20. Did you?
Yeah.
Bang. 3 inspiration down, but you did end up getting a 20. You rush out as fast as you can. You're like, nope, 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 and you run as far as you can away from the area. The sexies are making their way out, trying to find you, but because you are so much faster than they had expected you to be, you are already in the forest by the time they make it toward the edge of the backyard. Luckily, this means you can very easily hide yourself back here. But hiding yourself, that's not exactly what you want to do.
Nope, I just want to keep running.
Yeah. You make your way into the forest behind your house. And as you are making your way into the forest behind your house, you have a pretty good distance from all of the people
Joker, look,
that you just left
We
behind.
have more money.
Only one target donates 400 bits. Inspiration to the sacrifice. Okay. There you go. I said nothing. Sacrifice, what's that? You're weird.
I flipped my daddy over.
Why? He's fine.
It says cool and dead.
I fixed him.
What you do to fix him? Oh.
Oh, he was cool and fresh before.
I gotcha.
He's not fresh anymore.
What are you talking about? He's still fresh. You only have to worry when he starts decomposing. Delicious.
You make your way running off into the forest, and as you do, you find yourself standing on the other side of the forest at your place. You look behind you to see many lights coming through the forest of the potentially the different mages coming out after you. They seem to be not too far behind you. They also seem to be going around in they seem to be going around in a way that they're seemingly trying to close in on you. As you've made your way out from the forest, you start looking around. You, at this point, you're like up against one of the mountainous areas surrounding Clover. As you look toward the mountainous area, however, you notice a person.
Huh?
Off ahead of you, you see the white-robed man. This means that in front of you, there is a party-goer. Behind you, there are party-goers. You are surrounded by party-goers. The man is looking to you.
Hi. I wanted to leave.
He steps forward.
I'm sorry if I made you mad too.
Is that your choice?
I don't wanna die.
He looks to you. Come with me. He starts
How do
walking
I
away
know
from you.
you're not?
Follows
How do I know you're not gonna take me back?
as she follows.
Well, one, we're walking away.
That is That is true.
You start walking with him. As you do, he seems to start walking along the side of the more mountainous area, seemingly going off toward a part of the town. As you are following him, he seems to call back towards you. You did not seem to know anything just a few minutes ago.
Is my daddy okay? He told me to get out, and there was
So that's why you didn't know
blood
anything.
Huh?
You were supposed to have been told before now and made your choice.
Huh? What choice? I don't understand.
I specialize in rituals. My magic is that of causing fantastic things to happen. However, that usually requires a donor.
Like someone giving you something?
Correct. Sometimes it's blood, sometimes it's magic, sometimes it's finances. However, to do what I was asked to do tonight, it required a host.
Well, that's what every party needs.
The host needed to be one that was created just for this purpose. One that was taken care of their entire life. One that had the magical potential enough to become a vessel for a god.
For a god?
Your parents, they're very religious, as well as all the ones who joined that party. They worship a god. I dare not really speak his name out here, as we're leaving this area. I would rather them not know where we're at. But this god is a god of war.
Huh? But isn't war fighting people?
It is.
Why would Mommy and Daddy worship a god of fighting?
I couldn't tell you. The ones who subscribe to their way of thinking. A little more than a cult in my eyes.
Oh, cult? But what does that have to do with me dying?
In essence, you wouldn't be dying. You would just become a vessel for a god of war. Everything that makes you, you, would be taken over by that beast.
But why me? Why do I have to be a vessel?
Because that's what you were created for. 18 years ago. The cultist of that place of worship, a newborn was born. They had decided amongst themselves that that newborn would be the one they would raise into being the vessel. They brought together all of their finances and poured it into that one family. They made identities for themselves. Sugar dough, I believe, is what they went with. And upon that, they raised their child to be magically gifted by feeding them, well, raw magic, as it would seem. Something that you
But
would grow accumulated to over the course of several years.
But I never ate magic. I ate food like everybody else.
That flower bed that I found in that room, that I'd asked you the function of, that was a
Mhm.
magical construct.
What does that mean?
It means it was growing a very particular type of plant, something that shouldn't grow in the climate here. That plant, in essence, was able to give you magical power by eating it. Over the
So
course of
flower-
18 years, it would give you far more magical potential than that of an average mage. However,
But-
as I told them whenever they asked me to do this, many years ago, I would only do it if the one vessel they brought to me was willing. The pay was good. I had no real morals other than that. As long as you were willing to throw away your life for this cult, then more power to you. I didn't care. But, with you having no knowledge of what they were doing, I will not be a part of that.
But I still don't understand. Mommy and Daddy said that they loved me and that they'd keep me safe.
I can't tell you. I don't really know them. But it seems to me if your father told you to leave, then he was trying to keep you safe.
Then does that mean that Mommy's lying?
I don't know. I don't know them. I don't know you. All I know is you've made your choice, and I'm going to get you out from... He stops. He puts his hand out toward you.
Oh.
Craftier than I thought. As he says this... Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. They must have left some people in the town. I thought they would all be at that party of yours. They had a failsafe planned.
What do we do?
You see lights coming towards you on from the front. As he looks to that, he looks back. You see lights coming from the forest as well. We seem to be surrounded.
So then how do we get away?
He looks to you. We do not.
But
Don't worry. You're under my protection.
so I'm still not gonna die?
I won't let that happen.
Okay, sir.
You can count on it. I'll never sully the fairy tale name.
Fairy tale? Like a story?
Fairy tale. My name is Grimoire. I'm a wizard of the guild Fairy Tale.
A guild?
A guild is a place where a bunch of mages are able to come forth and help each other, go on missions and gather resources and money for themselves. It's a job that I think you'd be quite suited for, given your upbringing.
So you go out and see the world and adventures like in the storybooks?
Yeah, something like that. Listen, now's not the time for this. I would say that you have about a 5-minute opportunity. You have a 5-minute opportunity that I'm going to give you. Run off toward the mountains. Don't go to the city.
Okay.
See if you can get out of here. Try to find a carriage or a train or anything.
But I don't have money.
Yeah. Same here. I didn't get paid yet.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll find some on my way there.
Hold on.
Huh?
He pulls out from his waist what appears to be what appears to be just out of thin air, like from the side of him, almost from some sort of pocket dimension, like a requip magic. Anyway, he pulls out what appears to be a book. As he opens up its pages, he seems to start murmuring some of the words on the book. As he calls out these murmurings, a magical circle appears on the pages of the book, and also below you.
Huh?
As this happens, you look down at yourself. As you do, you become completely invisible.
Thank you, mister. I can't see me anymore. Does that mean no one can see me?
No one can see you, but they can still hear you, so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
The cultists make their way toward him, finally coming into view. As they do, they begin to surround him. You were able to go teep 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 teep. Teep 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 teep. He just kind of stands there, not really showing any sign of fighting them. He just has his hands up, like, what's the big deal? Can a guy go out and get a bit of fresh air? As he holds his hands out, the cultists seem to grab him, grab him by his arms. He gives off like a bit of a grunt as they do. He's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. He looks off toward the direction that you're at, as he just kind of doesn't really say or do anything. You can't see his face beyond the robes, but he seems to acknowledge you, like, hey, get out.
Okay, I'm gonna run away now.
You start leaving. As you do, you see one of the mages here, like, grab onto the front of his shirt. They grab the grimoire from his hands and they say, "Where is she?" But as soon as the grimoire is grabbed from his hands, it seems to light up in another red magic circle. As it does, you shouldn't have done that. That thing is mine. No one else is allowed to touch it. And as soon as you hear those words, a fiery explosion happens from behind you.
Cover his mouth.
Hey! Someone just exploded. You should run to the mountains.
Yep. She's gonna cover her mouth and she's gonna run to the mountains.
You run into the mountains. You find yourself going in between these large rocky faces of this area. You're trying your best to navigate through navigate through the plains, navigate through the hills, and finally you find yourself right up against, unfortunately, a rather large set of rocks. You have not been around this place. You don't know how to go through the mountains here without going to the city first. There's no roads. You'll have to climb up, but it's so steep. The area around is completely horrible. You look off to the side. You
Covers
see Danny.
mouth. Am I visible again?
You are not.
Cover his mouth.
As he does the and you cover your mouth, he just kind of is leaning up against one of the steep parts of the mountain. He seems to be just kind of like looking down at his hands, like, man, oh man, where could she have gone? Well, I don't think anybody around could get into this thing, so I guess she wouldn't be in here. As he just kind of like touches the side of the hill that he's leaning against, and what appears to be an illusion seems to go away from it, as a large mouth to a cave seems to open up. Even if she did get in here, Well, she's probably long gone now. This goes straight through the mountains. Well, I guess I'll go look for her elsewhere, potentially around all the ponies.
I'm gonna go through. He's none the wiser.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking
As he
god.
begins
That'll
to
be-
walk away.
Fuck.
You are a
Danny.
fucking treasure. You are too
I
pure.
better go and make. I better go and see if I better go and see if the master is. I better go and see if the master is okay. He seemed to be conscious when I last saw him at the very least. Just a few minor patches sure did make sure he stayed alive. He is definitely alive. Yep.
Gonna go through the mountains.
Oh my god.
As he just walks away.
Gonna throw a flower butt at him.
Here.
But
Stupid.
What the fuck?
As you make your way into the cave. Hey guys, we're finally ready to change maps.
Holy shit.
I had 2 other maps of the city in case she decided to go into the city, but she decided not to do that.
Like a smart human being.
I mean, definitely. She had different things to do. She was taking care of the party.
I
Yeah.
can't trust Danny. He's none the wiser, though.
Some guy just fucking
It's really
exploded.
annoying.
What the fuck?
Well,
Oh, that happened.
I was gonna have this be over here and like all of these things,
Okay. Well.
like you know what?
Perfect.
It just doesn't want to.
It's fine. Just fucking
There we go.
Leave it.
Perfect.
fuck.
Everything's fine now. Should she
Okay,
roll to
just
see if she realizes he was helping her? She didn't decide to, so no.
oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Now you are none the
I
wiser.
mean, you didn't,
Everything
here's the
is an
thing,
option.
You didn't even need to roll for it, to be honest. But you decided to take it as he's none the wiser, and I'm letting that happen.
Okay.
Aw.
Also, fuck. Yeah.
Like, if you could have been like, "Can I
Okay,
roll to
look.
see if he's deceiving me?" I would have been like, "Yeah," but like, there was no need to even roll for it. So he seemed to
Okay.
100%
Oh, no,
know
he's-
you were there, and 100% say that your dad was alive out loud, so you would know that your dad was alive.
Yep.
Fuck
be
you,
fair,
Danny.
to be fair, he said he was a really good actor.
True enough.
And you believe him
I
about
mean,
being a good actor.
that just shows it, doesn't it? As you go into the cave. Beep. Look at that tiny cave. Oh. 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 You make your way into the cave. As you do, you seem to see it's like Danny had said, it seems to be a complete straight shot to the other side of the cave. Like you can even see light at the end of the tunnel.
Maybe Danny was right.
As you start,
Maybe maybe he knows more than he knows.
maybe. Oh God, I missed this. Eclipse KT donates $40, and he says, "I think Priscilla's going to need these."
Might not be wrong.
So that's another
Let it-
20 inspiration. Does not
Let
give you enough for a card, but
Let it be known that Priscilla's stupidity is rubbing off on me. So if I myself am also very stupid, it's because I'm really in character.
Oh, I understand that feeling
I
completely.
completely
don't worry.
understand that as well. Like I do that all the time.
We've all had those characters.
Like, I have a feeling as a player in this case that he is obviously trying to help her, but she's fucking stupid. That's the point.
I can't
you
believe
very
you
much for
must
the donation,
read fake
Eclipse.
cards.
Man, I said that Raz the Giant forever, like, long may he reign, but he's already down to 13,665 health. That's still so
Oh my
And-
god.
That's still
and
so
to be
much,
fair-
though.
And to be fair, the curator said to keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Which is why you saying he's none the wiser out loud was probably bad.
Important to remember.
Jeez.
I need to stop thinking out loud.
Our group is wonderful.
I thought the suit of armor had. Look, the suit of armor has an excuse. You don't.
As you start making your way through the cave, you look forward. You see the end of the. You see the end of the cave. You see definitely where you could head out off toward whatever far-reaching expanses are beyond this. You know that that you have escaped. What appeared to have been that fairy tale mage Grimoire. He seemed to have stopped all those men from coming after you, at least for now. And from what Danny had said to himself, and definitely not to you, no one would think about coming here to find you. This place wasn't. You couldn't have even seen this place before.
I wonder how he knew it was here.
As you make your way further through this, however, you notice that the cave seems to split off. You look off toward the obvious exit to the cave that is, again, like showing the light from the sun setting outside in one direction. But for some reason, you feel a strange energy coming from the other direction. You look off toward one part of this cave as you see what appears to be another source of light. This light seems to be a bit more, well, oddly colored. A bit more purple than anything.
I like purple.
You see this kind of purplish light coming from the second root of the cave. As you look down it, you see that it seems to go a little bit away, a little bit off of where you're at, but it's not that far away. I mean, especially since no one's chasing after you, definitely 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, what could be down there? I mean, you don't have to go there.
But I want to see what the purple thing is. And if it's not, if it's nothing amazing, then I'll just go the other way because no one's chasing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way down this purple-ish path. As you do, you find yourself looking inside of some sort of a shrine. As you look into this place, you see that there are many different pews and many different things lining the side of this. It no longer looks like a cave. It looks like somebody has made a room down here. You look around the room, you see there's a large painting of some sort of a godly figure at the very opposite end of the entrance. And as you look more along the sides of the room, you see several black robes being hung up on the side, similar to those of the ones that you just left.
Oh.
At that point, you start thinking, oh, maybe this is where they come from, or maybe this is where they do stuff. Maybe this is where I was supposed to go after a bit. You also see a little bit further on than that there's no real light coming from in here. The only light seems to be coming from another room off to the side of it. An open doorway. It seems to be having that purple light coming from it. To the side of that doorway, you see letters. The letters read sacrificial altar.
Oh.
As you look inside, you see what appears to be some sort of slab of rock or a tomb inside.
Oh.
And that says altar, sacrificial altar on it.
Yep. Well, no, the tomb doesn't say it. Like the room said it.
Oh.
The tomb is the thing that seems to be giving off the light. However,
Can I touch it?
do you want to touch it?
I want to touch it.
You go forward with one of your hands. As you do, you put it on the tomb. And as you do, you notice a quick jolt of pain going through your hand.
Ow!
You pull your hand back to see that the palm of your glove was ripped, and you
like
see
this
blood
glove.
coming from your hand.
Uh-oh.
You look down at the tomb. You don't see anything sharp on the tomb. However, you do see a bit of your blood on the tomb.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It begins to kind of trace itself along the tomb. As it does, you start feeling a little weak. Let me take some of these. Let me take some of these. Let me take a few of these. Let me take a little bit of these. Let me take like one more of these. No, let's take one more of these. Let's take all of these right here. I'm taking all of these. All these MPs here.
Yeah.
I want to ask Wiki. You want to use any more MPs? I'm taking these MPs.
I don't want to use any MP.
Good. You no longer have these MPs.
Oh. Okay.
As you put your hand on the side of this tomb, you feel a little weak. You feel a little dizzy. However, the tomb seems to shake slightly as a bit of smoke seems to pillow out from the sides.
Uh-oh.
The tomb
I think I did.
seems to shake as the top of it seems to give way to the smoke rising up. It seems to rattle a bit, as if the smoke itself was pushing the lid of the stone slab up and sliding it slightly over until it clatters onto the ground beside of it.
Uh-oh.
The purplish smoke rising up, billowing up from this altar. As you're looking at it, you notice a pair of deep red eyes looking back at you from the smoke. A very light growl comes from the altar. As you look to it, your eyes widening, holding onto your hand in a bit of pain, you see something rising up from the smoke. As you see it coming up, it puts its paw over the side of the tomb. It raises its head upwards, and you see a pupper. In fact, you see a pupper.
Look how fucking small it is!
Hello?
Hi!
You can talk?
Of course I can talk. Why can't I talk? Wait, am I not talking? Is this not how you talk?
It is how you talk, but you're a puppy.
Well, of course, puppies can talk.
Well, I've never had a puppy, so I guess I wouldn't really know. I guess puppies do talk.
I talk.
Well, why are you in a box?
What's back of the box? My dad put me in the box. Where's my dad?
Your dad? Like a bigger dog?
No, he had arms, and I don't have arms.
I've not seen anybody. I only found a box and you're in the box.
Random mystery dog. You notice that the girl in front of you seems to have her hand seems to be bleeding.
Oh no, is your hand okay? Sniffs that.
Oh, I think I did a bad because I touched the this happened, but it's not that bad anymore. I'm just a little tired.
Oh. So wait. You let me out of the box?
Uh-oh, I think I disconnected.
So
Me
did I.
too.
I think I just disconnected.
Yeah,
Well, you only have the box
a
is
lot of
fucking
you have the
floats.
thing on there that says connecting. So yeah,
Oh.
We're all dead.
it's fine. We can start things back up.
I can't help but feel this is all Red's fault.
100%.
What?
Absolutely.
Has nothing to do with the fact that my net's been wonky ever since Friday when all of the power went out and all of everything happened, and the fact
Well,
that you guys
that's
have been
clearly-
cutting out the entire time for me a little bit. So it has nothing to do with that.
That's-
It's definitely Red's fault.
Listen.
Listen. That's clearly Red's fault because he pissed off the Wind God.
Well, fuck the Wind God.
That's why you pissed him off and broke his power.
I mean, it's not my problem.
It's your fault, though. You
We're gonna
bitch.
take
Wait, what would-
a small couple-minute break, guys, to restart tabletop.
Yep. Whoopsies.
While that's going on, you guys can still talk in character. It's not like you guys had anything happening.
Yeah, of course.
Is this the War God?
Resume.
I'm a war god! That's amazing!
No, you're a demon.
Oh, okay.
Are you a war demon?
I did let you out of the box.
Thank you, lady. You're a really nice lady. The box was dark.
Well, boxes can be dark, but how long box?
A long time, I think. It was dark, and is today Tuesday?
I don't think so.
I'm
I
gonna
think it was-
I'm gonna try to go into the server. At that point, it's gonna cut you guys out probably slightly. So let me go ahead and jump in.
Yep.
Go ahead and hold off for just like a second.
I'll just take a second to go grab a compact mirror.
hmm
1 second.
Oh no, we.
Absolutely.
I should
You
never
sick-
actually. I should never actually tell people to be quiet because they never listen to me. So they start talking anyway, even though we can't hear them. That's fine. Let's just wait for this to come in, then we'll jump back into the call. Hey, look, nothing even is different. Everything's the same. Wow, so good. I left and came back. I left and came back in because you guys still talked after I said to not talk because you guys were cutting out.
Oh, I didn't even hear him say that.
It's fine. You guys can come into the game again.
Oh,
I would have flipped my shit if it turned out you were the War God in a box.
Or demon.
Who cares? It's a dog.
Or demon dog.
It's like why does he
He's
have a moon on his-
Kratos in dog
why is he-
form.
Zach
Why
Pope
does he have
says,
a
"Get in the
moon?"
box." They said it would be fun. They said, and now a child is bleeding.
What are you talking about? That is still
fun. It's not a party until the child starts bleeding.
and I'm back.
Welcome back. We're gonna quickly get everybody back into the thing. Back into the thing. Those of you who are watching, I honestly didn't think that part of the backstory would be as long as it was. But we still have a little bit more to go. There's still an entire other part to this backstory.
Holy fuck.
To be fair, Rex is longer than expected too.
Okay, I am back.
You can join back in if you want to, Squeaky.
Alrighty.
I didn't even know my session was 5 hours long. I was shocked when I looked back at it. These don't seem that long when you're in it.
When you're doing the do.
You're doing the dooby doo.
There we go.
That is something. I could potentially try the new feature of Tabletop Guys.
What the hell's that?
Where I
Oh,
could
the
give,
auto.
I could give one of you guys host and see if that makes things easier.
Oh, neat. Give it to me. I'm the one with the most stable fucking connection
You want it?
in here.
Let's see if it works. I'm gonna give you host. We'll see if that does anything.
Wow. Oh, wow.
What happened?
What
What just happened?
Oh, fuck.
What
What
just
happened? You
Okay.
gave me
All right. We have to join. We have to join in on yours now.
I don't have a one. It kicked me from the
How
server,
did
and I was
you said
hosting.
you accepted.
I did. It gave me the host and everything. Then everyone just fell off the face of the earth, and I did. I'm like, what?
All right. So let's not try that then.
I said it was a mistaking of the Anthony.
Oh, fuck off.
No. Let's
I
just
mean,
not,
he's
let's
the
just
one
not
who
try that
usually
'cause
has
we have
the
to keep
most
going. Let's
stable
just not
internet.
try that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
let's just
plugged
not try it.
directly. I'm directly plugged into.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I thought that would work. It was a new feature from Tabletop, and I got really excited for it. But maybe we'll have to probably try it out a little bit more and see if we can actually get it to work later. I'm leaving the call so that their talking does not adversely affect us as we wait for the only thing that we really need to. The only thing that takes a long time to load in this is the background. The background is like actually really a really big picture, so that's the only thing that really takes a long time to load. All right, so let's get everybody back in one more time.
I had a
you
thought
guys
and I
can come
lost
back
it
in
because
again.
I'm fucking tired as shit.
You guys can come back in again. Thank you guys for.
Are you sure this time? Are you sure about
I'm
that?
inside.
Oh, I mean, I just wanted to try it out once because I knew that I could give you host. We'll have to test that out later. Test it out in more stable conditions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Stable
Time to get back
condition.
in.
All right. So the two that actually need to be in here are in here. Are you guys done loading everything in?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. So continue your conversation, my friends.
Yeah, I let you out of the box, but I didn't mean to touch it if that was a bad thing.
No, I hated it in the box. It was awful. It was dark, and I'd claw at the box and cry, and no one would come. So I keep doing it, and then I get tired and fall asleep. And then I wake up, and I was still in the box, so I do it again, and I did that for a long time.
Oh, why did someone put you in the box? So you don't seem like a bad dog.
Oh, Daddy put me in the box, and I thought he was gonna come back.
I did
Do
it.
you? So, do you know your daddy's name?
He is
Do you know your name?
Oh, that one's easy. I don't have a name.
How do you not have a name?
I never got a name. Daddy didn't name me. He made me. He looked really disappointed, and then he put me in a box. That's all I really remember.
What the fuck?
What? What? I missed some of that. What?
What?
But parents are supposed to name their babies.
Oh, then he must have forgot that part. He must have tried really hard making me.
Do you want me to give you a name?
You name me?
If you want me to, I can't just call you puppy or dog.
My name is gonna be Puppy or Dog?
No, your name will be...
During all of this, his tail is wagging so hard his butt is moving.
You poor little creature.
Shomaru.
I'm a Shomaru! What's a Shomaru?
Shomaru was the name of a brave knight who saved a princess in a storybook that I really like.
I'm a knight now! Isn't that a time of day?
No, a
Yeah,
night's a
but-
time of night, dumbass. I'm kidding.
But you're named after the knight. So you can carry on his legacy. I think.
Oh. I
But-
like you. You let me out of the box, and you gave me a name. Who are you?
My name is Priscilla. My name is Priscilla Sugardough.
That's a pretty name. It sounds like a name of something gooey and delicious.
Are you gooey and delicious?
I should taste your blood. to make
Yes,
sure.
says the fans. I'm kidding. Yes, says the 18 and plus over fans.
I'm pretty sure people doesn't taste good, but so you were put in the box, but now you're here. Do you know anything about this room?
I look around the room.
Nope.
Oh, I guess someone just put you in here.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Hmm. Is-
I was running away from some people, and I saw a light, and I thought I would check it out, and then I saw this box, and then I touched it, and then you came out.
You're getting chased by people? Why are they chasing you? Do they really like you?
I don't know, but they want me to die.
But dying's bad.
I
People
know.
die when they're dead.
I know. That's why I don't want to die, but so I'm running away from these people because they want to give me to a god.
Huh? I don't know what that is.
I don't know too much either. I think a god's just a very powerful person, but this one's apparently a god of war and fighting. So nothing like the god from my storybooks.
That sounds awful. We should
That's-
leave then.
Yeah, the other way is apparently the way out. So maybe we should go together, Shomaru.
Okay.
Okay, how fast are you?
I run. I think I run fast. I think I can run pretty fast.
Okay, because I'm gonna run really fast and I don't want to leave you behind.
Okay. I can do that. I was the best at fetch,
Okay,
I think.
maybe I should take one of these robes because they might recognize me from my dress.
That sounds like a smart thing.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take
Should
one
I
to
wear
work?
one too?
It might get dirty because it looks like it's too big for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take a robe.
Pop. Do, 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 do. Meh. Hey, look. We have Priscilla. I don't know how to spell Priscilla, so I'm just gonna do it like that. Hey, I
Mean,
did
you're
it.
you're close. You're just missing the eye.
I did it.
Yes.
I did.
Where did you go?
I'm under the robe. I'm
That's-
incognito.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds smart.
I don't know either. Danny says that when you're hiding, but your people can see you.
Let's go.
Okay.
The two of you want to
Okay.
leave.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right. Shomaru. You feel a little good. You feel a little better. Of course, being out from the box has helped you out quite a bit. You don't feel like the best you've ever felt before. However, you do feel a very nice amount of power inside of you. But you're not sure if you can use it quite yet. But let's go ahead and give you this. Oh wow, it's 10. You will get 10 CP.
Hooray!
Which is like MP, but it's CP.
Come over here. Boop.
So am I still invisible?
Since you came in here, no.
Okay.
As you have made your way in here, you the two of you start trying to leave this area, and as you go off toward the opposite end of the cave, you see what appears to be a man sitting at the edge of the cave, seemingly having a smoke in his mouth. As this man looks back over to you, like, hey.
Hi.
What's going on?
Just passing through.
Okay. Weren't we supposed to? He looks at the dog. What?
I sniff at him.
I don't remember any of us having a dog.
He followed me here. Silly,
Hi!
silly dog.
Roll performance.
That's the dumbest fucking shit I've seen.
I'm so glad he didn't bat an eye at it saying hi.
He just says
I'm
hi.
gonna add an inspiration die.
Good, because
No,
you're
add
gonna
two
need it
to
with that
it.
performance.
I'm gonna add 3 because it's not like I'm short on
There
this.
you go.
You're gonna need it.
Be like the rest of us. Use it like candy.
You actually have a pretty
Okay.
high performance though too, so go ahead and roll. First roll is a
14.
14.
12.
Mhm.
3.
19.
He looks to you.
19.
He just kind of like shrugs. He looks at the dog like, "Oh, it's a magic dog. It's talking. Okay, cool. Must be part of your magic or whatever. I don't care."
Don't I roll another 2 times?
How many you put in?
I put in 3.
You get to roll 4 times, and you rolled 4, I believe, right?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't counting.
Oh.
Perfect.
As he just looks to you like, all right, yeah, whatever.
I'm just gonna take him back home now, and then we'll do that thing we're supposed to do. You know the thing.
We're going home? I've never had a home before.
Yeah. Come with me.
Okay.
What thing were we supposed to do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just said.
Bye! I met me and the dog.
You start walking past him. As you do, roll me for actually no, Shomaru. Since you now have are here, and we now know your stats. Looking at Shomaru's stats, he has a 6 in athletics, 3 in awareness, 6 charisma, 2 concentration, 4 conjuration, 3 diplomacy, 5 instincts, 2 intimidate, -1 knowledge, 4 manipulate, 5 performance, 4 reaction, -1 ceiling, 5 survival, and 3 technique. Shomaru, why don't you roll me for your instincts, my boy?
Can I steal her dice?
You cannot.
Here we go. Oh,
Pretty
18.
good. Shomaru, as you two are like kind of rushing along, and you see that Priscilla is going ahead of you, like, oh, yep, we gotta go. You notice there is something ahead of Priscilla that you cannot see.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
There's a thingy there that the eyes can't see.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the barrier.
Oh, man. I forgot.
What's the barrier? Is it like a wall without doors? Is it like a box? I hate boxes.
It's so that nobody can escape.
Man,
Why
it's a good
don't
thing we're
you-
not escaping.
Why don't you know that?
Oh, man. I must have forgot. I'm sorry. Long
He
day.
sighs and he stands up. Take off your hood.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Takes
how
off
better.
the-
You take
You one of
off
the
your
bad guys?
You kind of pull the hood back and you show that you are you as he looks to you like, yeah, that's not good. And he looks to get into a fighting stance.
He's one of the-
He draws
he a bad
out
guy?
he draws out a staff from almost out of nowhere, and he has it into his hands. Shomaru. He has a big he brought out a staff, and that's pretty cool.
Is he a bad guy?
Yes. I think.
Grr.
Shomaru, you begin to gurr at him. However, as you are gurring at him, Shomaru, you begin to get dizzy.
Oh.
As you are getting dizzy, you're kind of seeing double in front of you for a moment. Priscilla, Shomaru seems to be affected by something. Something's going on with him. Maybe he's accumulating to the new power inside of him, and maybe it's because he doesn't have a way to attack right now without any of his cards.
Look how there's two of him.
Oh no,
Priscilla,
Shomaru.
you have to get through this man in order to leave. But you don't have any weapons on you, do you?
I have a flower bud and a knife and a fork and a spoon.
You do have a knife and a fork and a spoon. But they're just a knife, a fork, and a spoon, Priscilla. Whatever could you do with those?
I can make them big.
Well, which one do you want to make big?
The knife.
Oh, snap.
Finally,
Homicide today.
Finally, some sense.
As
I
you
expected
go
the spoon.
forth and you will use your magic to make the knife in your hand grow. As it grows, it becomes a large sword that looks kind of still like a kitchen knife, but you know, it's a big old sword with a nice hilt and has like a little ribbon at the end of it. And here you go. You have made the Dandy Blade.
Yeah.
Oh, dandy.
It's your handy dandy
The Dandy
blade.
Blade. This is a identification magic ability. It costs 1 slashing item to do. Congrats! You've made a sword. It's pretty dandy.
Oh,
Yeah.
What would happen if I did the knife or the spoon?
Oh, I mean, if you did the knife or the spoon, I mean, I have 2 other ones here. I have the
Oh
Dandy
my.
Lance and the Dandy Hammer.
Oh,
What about
cool.
the handy dandy notebook?
Don't have one of those yet.
gotta make one.
As you have the Dandy Blade with you, you bring out the Dandy Blade as the 2 of you are now to be locked in combat. Priscilla, using your Dandy Blade, would you like to try to attack? Your first action was making the Dandy Blade, so you have 2 more action points to use.
I'm gonna hit him with it.
All right. If you're gonna hit him with it for your second action point, I would like you to please roll me for your athletics.
Athletic. Can I throw an inspiration?
You can definitely throw inspiration in. I'm getting rid of these 3 though, because
Okay.
you've already used them.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put them to the side every time so that I know.
Bleh.
Okay. Cause my athletics is bad, I'm gonna put 1, 2 inspiration.
Roll athletics. I mean, your athletics is a 3. It's not bad. It's
can
perfectly
get a
Oh,
bad-
never mind. Don't roll anymore.
Okay, these are mine still.
Nope, it is not.
Okay, bye-bye. Nat 20.
You
That's
nat
the second
20 with
time.
the, you nat 20 with the hit. But as you do, you swing the blade downward toward him. Go ahead and roll me 1d6 plus your athletic modifier. That's going to be a d6 plus a 3. The d6 is this one.
D6 plus 3. Okay. I got it. Rolling.
All right. That's going to be a 6 plus 3 plus you nat 20, so it's going to be double the damage. You're going to be hitting him with a 18 in damage for your first attack. As you hit him, he goes, "Argh!" He still has his staff out. You have one more action this turn. What would you like to do? Would you like to hit him with the dandy blade again?
Yes.
Roll
If
athletics.
I knock him out, maybe he'll get rid of the barrier.
Maybe.
Look out for his twin brother.
I'm gonna
Now
put
for his
in
twin
I'm
brother.
put in 1 inspiration just in
Okay.
case.
Go ahead and roll athletics.
That's a 6.
One more, because you used inspiration.
That's a 4.
Unfortunately, the second hit he was ready for, as he backs off just enough to get out of your range from the attack. As you've made your dandy blade and you're slashing at him, he looks to you. He brings out his staff as he goes, fireball!
Uh-oh.
As he shoots out a ball of flame. Shomaru, roll me for reaction.
It's my time. This is my moment.
Sure,
Well,
also good.
12 plus
With
4, I
my-
believe.
I believe it's 4.
16. You
Yeah.
see this? You see both of them shooting out a fireball as they kind of coalesce into one finally, and you're kind of shaking off the dizziness. As he's about to shoot the fireball out, you could take it if you wanted to.
Look out!
Shomaru jumps in front of the fireball and takes it to his face.
Oh no, Shomaru!
As Shomaru gets hit with the fireball and he falls onto the ground, he kind of skids a bit like, "Bleh." Shomaru, that hurt.
Oh no! Why would you hurt a puppy?
I was trying to aim for the little girl behind it.
That's not nice either!
Only one target donates 1,050 bits. Give the doggo some inspiration. All right, we finally have some doggo inspiration.
I mean, we technically did get dog inspiration.
Huh?
We technically got some earlier, 30 to be exact.
Well, yeah, but you know. Do-do-do-do. Doggo inspirations. They're going to be, I guess they're going to be purple. Bam.
Yeah.
And you're going to have 5 of them. I don't know why they like showing up over there. This room's weird. You now have 5 inspiration. As you've taken that hit, you get up and you kind of shake it off like. As you're doing so, hey, the blow to your head has got you to remember your abilities.
I can see. I can fight.
Speaking of fight, you have several abilities that you know how to use, of course, as well as you remember the fact that you are a dog and you can talk dog.
It's beautiful. I love it.
You also have you speak dog. You can
I've been
talk to
waiting all
dogs.
game for this one.
Maybe other animals too. Who knows? I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
Battlestar 99, thank you for the follow. Other than you can speak dog, you have going from least to greatest, I guess. You have bite, which is a bite. You can bite people. If you are of equal weight or less to that person, you can then grapple them as well. You have a ability called Blight Claw, which allows you to attempt to poison people. You have Blighted Ground, which allows you to destroy the earth around you and blight it with demon energy. You have Toxic Tear, which will allow you to pull the poison out from people, dealing damage to them as the poison is ripped from their body. And you have one ability that you don't think you can use right now. You can't use it anymore. That sucks. We'll take it over here.
Oh, it's okay though. I can speak dog.
You can speak dog, yes. You definitely can. But thank you very much, Battlestar99, for the follow. Thank you very much, my dude. All right. With all of this, you have all these abilities at your disposal, Shomaru.
What? This guy's mean. He shot me with fire. I'm going Blight Claw him.
You're going Blight Claw him?
Yeah.
As you look to him, you give off a growl, and as you do, since you're using Blight Claw, are you going to be using the second part of it?
Yes.
This will cost you 2 CP and 1 extra AP for doing this. As you do, you see that your claws begin to give off a bit of a purpley mist. As that happens, you jump forward, going to attack him. I need you to roll me for your athletics, my dude.
Nah, dude, I'm a puppy.
My pupper dude.
I'm gonna put 1 in.
Okay. First roll. Luckily you did.
7.
Second roll. 11
17.
plus your 6. That is a 17. Dude, this doggo inspiration is gone. As you strike forward at this person with your claws, he tries to defend himself, but you just slash right into him and go, ah! You are not bigger than him, so you cannot push him back. However, since you have used your Blight Claw with the poison ability, I'd like you to please as well. Well, actually, first he has to roll survival. So he will roll his survival check. I don't even have my own dice. I'm gonna get my own dice here. Perfect. There's the dice. And because he's evil, it's a black dice. Yeah. He rolls. Yeah, he fails. He fails super hard. I would like you to as well roll me for a 1d4 plus your conjuration modifier.
Wee. 5.
Okay. And for the actual claw attack, roll me 1d4 plus your athletics modifier.
8.
Okay. So he is going to take 13 damage from this first attack.
Aha.
You have used your blighted claws, then you attacked with them. That is going to be your turn. Because again, it's 1 extra AP to coat them, and I'm guessing you're going to attack right afterwards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be your turn. You have poisoned this boy.
Wait, isn't it 3? Because I used 2.
Well, you used it was 2 AP and 2 CP to coat your thing with poison.
Mm-hmm.
So you add 1 AP to coat your thing in poison, and then you attacked him afterwards with the 1 AP attack.
Oh, wait, so it's 2 AP to coat in poison?
Yeah, because again, right here it says you plus 1 AP and plus 2 CP on this. So since it already cost 1 AP to use, basically this was just so you wouldn't be doing 3 AP to coat it down. So yeah, so you coated it. You got your 1 attack. He is now poisoned. We are gonna go to Priscilla since he already fireballed you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Priscilla, Shomaru just slashed at him like, nee.
Oh, I should hit him with the knife again.
You should definitely do that.
I'm gonna do that.
You go forward with your dandy blade. I need you to roll me for your athletics.
I'm gonna put in another inspiration.
Okay, roll again. First athletics roll. Luckily you did. Second athletics roll. Nat 20 once more.
Yay!
As you slice at this guy with your dandy blade, go ahead and roll me for your 1d6 plus athletics.
Roll. 6.
That's going to be a 9 altogether. You're going to be doing another 18 damage.
Woo!
As you slice at this guy with the other 18 damage, it's going to go to his turn. However, honestly, if he fails this survival check...
Fail.
Oh, wait, he has inspiration.
Oh, damn it.
He'll use 1. He'll use 1 inspiration on this. For a survival check. Okay, he's not failing. Second survival check. He is able to keep himself steady. He is still under the effects of the poison, but he seems to be able to tough it out this turn. As he gets up, he attempts to use another fireball. He looks to you as he's just like, yeah, I want to kill the dog. This thing just poisoned me. I don't like it. All she's doing is hitting me with a sword, which hurts a lot. But you know what? Fireballs are good because both of you are right there. He's gonna try to shoot out a fireball. Both of you roll me for your reaction.
Okay. I need to put another inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, did you take this one away?
Wow.
Oh, fuck! Where'd it go?
You just
My
threw
guy! No!
I got a 7.
It's right here.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Alrighty. I got a 12.
One more.
I got a 4.
Okay, so the highest was a 12. Delete it.
Sorry.
Your reaction is a 3, so that's gonna be a 15. Priscilla,
Mm-hmm.
you dodge out of the way of it. However, Shomaru is hit by it again.
No.
Shomaru, you got fireballed once more. As you get fireballed, you're like, yeah, you don't know if you can take one more of those.
Come here, Shomaru.
However, Shomaru, it is now your turn. And you've already coded your claws for this turn.
I'm gonna claw him.
You're gonna claw him. Go ahead and roll me for your athletics, my dude.
That. 1. Three.
The first attack misses. He seems to be on to you at this point. He's like, no! No, I don't like this! What do you want to do now?
Oh. He's on to me, huh?
You have 2 more AP.
Over here, Shomaru.
I can't let him hurt.
Claw her. Apparently she wants you to claw her, Shomer.
No, I want to give you something.
Joker, look.
Hold on.
We have
Deciding, do I want to be OP with, do I want to go overboard or not is the
KT
question.
donates $10 saying the Doge needs more. Thank you very much, Clips.
Alright, for the donation. You know what? Let's overkill him.
Oh god, you're gonna try? You're gonna try to do Toxic Tear?
Yeah.
Alright, you're using your last 2 AP to do Toxic Tear. Toxic Tear, after Shomaru poisons a target with an ability, he's able to manipulate the blight inside of them to a point where he can rip it from their bodies. The blight immediately turns into a mist when exiting the body and has a bloody tint to it, showing its nature. It stays in the air up to a minute. Shomaru, go ahead and roll me a manipulation, my boy.
Oh, I need 1 more dice. It was $10. I got 4 dice.
Oh, I thought I gave 5.
I'm gonna use 3 dice, by the way.
Okay, we'll use these 3 over here.
1. 10.
Your manipulation's a 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, you at least...
4. 13. 17.
Okay.
21. 17
Jake, you reached
again.
the magic number. If you poisoned 3 people, you had it. That was the magic number, my dude. As you strike forth, you look to him and you're just like, you give off a growl and you're like, well, this guy, no, fuck this guy. As you call forward, you give off a bit of a bark at him. He looks to you like stupid mutt, but as he does, he stops in his tracks and he goes, "Rah, rah." And from the arm that you had from the arm you had scratched before, you see just ripping out from him, just a ton of that mist just separating his skin. As it pours out from him, he lets out a yell, a bit of blood splatter landing on the ground as the little bit of blood red mist rises into the air, and he just falls backwards like. Blah! I'm not even having you roll for damage because he was not going to survive a claw, let alone this.
Damn it.
The damage was 3 times the amount of the poison, so he just took 15 damage.
He took 15 at the least.
He is down. As this happens, Shomaru, you notice a bit of a glint happening at the cave exit. Hey, nothing's there anymore.
The door's open. I'm gonna go over to the guy and snip him. Did I hit him too hard?
I don't know, but we should run out now. I'm gonna take this robe again and keep myself hidden.
Well, I mean, you still have it on. You just put your hood down.
That.
All right.
Let's go, Shomaru.
Wait. I want to see if he has any chew toys on him.
I guess
You want
we
to search
should
him for
see-
chew toys.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me for your awareness.
I mean, I doubt I'll actually find chew toys. 13.
How much is your awareness?
13.
Okay.
Alright, that's 13 total.
Unfortunately, you can't find any chew toys on him. All you can find is that staff he was using.
I got a stick. I'm gonna pop up my chest with the stick in my mouth.
Maybe
It
I
is a
can
rather
use
large
this.
stick. You have it in your mouth. It is tilting you over to the side a bit.
I got a stick.
Here, I'll hold it, Shomaru.
Okay.
Do you want to
I'm
take
sorry.
do you want to take his staff from him?
Yep.
Cause fuck this guy.
Well,
You
it's
had a
fine.
nice stick.
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't want to die.
The two of you run from the cave, new stick in hand, and new friendship budding. After a bit away from the area, your dandy blade turns back into the knife. By the way.
Yay, put it away.
Pupper,
Right.
you can take all of your abilities and put them down beside your stats and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where the rest of my curse points went.
They probably died.
Half of them died.
I don't know, man.
Whoops. I was going to grab my cards and I grabbed the chest. Back in the chest with whatever that was.
How many did you use? You used 2 and then 2.
5.
You used 5? Okay, then we'll just double this
Yeah,
and give it
because
to
the
you.
terror is 3 and the claw was push 2.
You have used up these CP, and as I've told you before, you do not regain these as of right now.
Yeah.
However, because you are out of combat, Priscilla, you are going to be gaining most of yours back.
Yeah.
So you're going to be getting 2 back from yours. You have 3 now instead, and 3 of your 5 now. With that being said, the two of you make your way to the other side of this mountain area. As you do, you find in front of you what appears to be a carriage.
Oh. We should have checked if that guy had money.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the stick.
That's okay. I didn't think about it until now.
It's a nice stick, though.
Maybe I can ask the carriage for a favor?
You make your way to the carriage to ask for a favor. The horse in the carriage does not talk back to you.
I'm gonna talk to the horse.
I'm also letting it be perfect. You know, I can talk to the horse. Roll me knowledge.
Mr. Horse, can you give us a ride?
I don't think
Put
I
into
don't-
it.
I don't
Roll me
think
knowledge.
horses can. I don't think horses can talk, Shomaru.
13 minus 1, 12. 2. 10.
Unfortunately, the horse does not talk to you.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak horse very well.
However, in talking to him, the two of you take a moment and you realize there's no person in the carriage.
Oh.
It's almost as if the carriage belongs to the man you just beat up.
cool. I don't know how to drive a carriage, but I can ride a pony.
I don't know how to do either. Let's do it.
Do you
I
want
don't
to?
know
Do
if
you
you-
want to attempt to ride the horse, or do you want to attempt to pilot or drive the carriage?
I mean, I've seen people drive the carriage before. You just gotta make sure the pony doesn't get scared.
Yeah, perfect. 100%.
I'm thinking if I get Shomaru on the pony, his claws might scare it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to drive the carriage.
You attempt to drive the carriage, and that is where you get inside and you make your way out from the cave exit away from Clovertown. Upon driving said carriage, the two of you start going through the countryside. Shomaru in the back of the carriage, the very empty carriage, by the way.
I'm sticking my head out.
And you at the front of the carriage where the reins are. You're going along with things. Go ahead and roll me for your knowledge, Priscilla.
Okay, 1 second. Got it.
I always, whenever I turn around to get my dice, I'm always on the wrong side.
Quick, throw a fake card.
Can I put an inspiration?
You can put inspiration or whatever roll you want.
I'm gonna put 2.
Roll me for your knowledge.
First one's 18.
19.
Other one's a 14. And a 16.
Alrighty. It's not letting me... There we go. Oop. You look forward. You're having a pretty fine time going with the carriage. Like you said, you just have to make sure the horse doesn't get too scared. You spent a lot of time whenever you were a girl playing with horses and riding horses and ponies and things of that nature. So you're perfectly fine with what you're doing with this horse. Eventually, the horse does get tired, though, and the three of you, horse included, decide to stay over at the side of this kind of large creek-like area, just outside of one of the larger towns. As you make it to this place, you look off toward the town, as you see that there appears to be somebody over by the creek.
Oh, who is by the creek?
You see a boy beside the creek. A boy seemingly in some sort of a cloak. You can see that he has animalistic ears coming from the top of him. He seems to be taking water from the creek and just kind of like putting it over his head and drinking some of it.
Hello?
Oh, hey. Traveler. He looks back behind you. He sees the carriage. Merchant? Shomaru, you for some reason, like you feel really looking at the running, like seeing the running water and everything just seems to be reminding you of, man, you've been inside of a box for hundreds of years.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna do what nature tells me to do.
Okay, you're gonna go off for a minute. As Priscilla and this person are talking, are you a merchant?
No, I don't have a lot of anything.
Oh, that sucks. I'm trying to make my way over to Hargian.
Hargian?
Yeah, it's the port town.
Port town?
It's where a bunch of ships come in.
Oh, like boats?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a little bit of ways from it. I managed to make it all the way over here to Magnolia, but I'm still a little bit away. I was hoping I could pay somebody for a ride.
I mean, you can come with me. I don't know who you are, though, but as long as you don't make me go home.
Oh, my name's Chester.
Chester.
Hmm.
My name's Priscilla, and this is Shomaru. He's in the carriage.
You look in the carriage, there is no Shomaru.
He was in the carriage. Shomaru!
Shomaru, you eventually come back after you hear the call. You just let nature's call happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Oh, this is my doggy Shomaru. I
Hi.
found him.
Shomaru, you look over at the person standing there. He looks down at you. He's just like, I'm not usually a dog person, but a talking dog. Hey.
Hi. She found me in a box.
Neat.
I did.
I'm gonna go over and sniff him.
You sniff the boy. He smells like cat.
I'll accept you.
And this is why I'm not a dog person.
Why aren't you a dog person?
They don't like me.
It's because you smell.
See?
Well,
It's not your fault.
why
I
do
can't
your
wash
ears,
you off in the river.
why do your ears look funny?
Oh, I'm a cat.
Oh, like
I
But
guess
you're
you
a
could. I guess a better term would be a beastman.
oh, like a animal person?
Yeah, nod.
Oh, I've never met one before. I've not met a lot of people actually.
So you're not a merchant. You have a talking dog, and you're willing to take me to Hargian?
Yeah, I just don't know how to get there because I've never left my house before until now.
Hey, good enough
What's
for
a
me.
carpe diem?
Ugh. I didn't get any funds whenever I set out on this mission.
What mission?
I'm on a mission in Hargian. There's apparently been some attacks going on there.
Attack?
Hmm.
Like from bad people?
Well, we don't know yet. A bunch of the shops have been robbed around there.
Oh, that's not good.
Hmm.
I mean, if you know how to drive a carriage and you know how to get there, I don't see why we can't help you.
It won't
But
be. It won't be out of your way. Are you doing anything here in Magnolia?
I don't know. I've never been here. I'm just trying to get away.
Get away?
You're not bad, are you?
He looks to you. No way. I'm a proud guild mage.
Guild? Are you part of Fairy Tale?
No, not those jerks.
Sure. Are they
I
not
just joined a guild a couple of weeks back. I'm pretty much a newbie myself, but hey, I mean, maybe that's why they haven't been helping me that much. He just kind of like seems very with them when he says that.
Oh,
But either way, I'm a proud guild mage.
I was told that people in guilds go on adventures and do stuff.
Yeah, that's what we, usually do, and the guilds usually provide some sort of support to get to those points. But some guilds decide to let people just kind of go out on their own. I guess I can't really call Fairy Tale too much jerks because of that. Maybe it's just how all guilds are.
So, if me and Shomaru join a guild, I don't have to go back home if the people after me catch me?
Are you a mage?
I think.
Yeah, you can probably join a guild. I can maybe think of one to take you to if you are really interested. I'd have to know how strong you are, though. Either way, you can probably tell me on the road. I need to get to Hargian as soon as I can.
Yeah, sure. Get on the carriage. Do you have food?
Yeah, I have food.
Okay, yeah, you can come on.
I can't remember the last time I ate.
The three of you go to get onto the carriage. He seems to go up to the front like, yeah, I can drive this thing. he looks back to you guys as you guys are like like in the little hole of the carriage. He just kind of tosses back a satchel that he had on his waist. As he does, you guys look inside. It seems to be a bag full of little bits of biscuits and trail mix and things like that. He also like hands back a water skin.
I'm gonna
Oh.
stick my face in the bag.
Help yourselves.
Do you have blue sprinkles?
Blue sprinkles.
Yeah, I used to eat it a lot when I used to eat it a lot back home. Oh wait, my flower bud has sprinkles.
I'm gonna pull out a flower bud and I'm gonna sprinkle it on my biscuit.
Priscilla, as you bring out the flower bud, you remember what one of your recent allies had told you. How you have been eating magic from flowers constantly since you were little in order to become a vessel for a god.
Maybe I shouldn't. But I'm hungry and they taste good.
It's up to you.
Ow.
Do you want to put the sprinkles on?
Yep.
All right. First off, you're gonna have to dandify the flower bud to make it actually a flower.
Yeah.
It's all I know, though.
You dandify the flower bud. As the flower bud blooms, it seems to give off that same radiance as before. As you sprinkle bits of it on top of the trail mix stuff. As this happens, Shomaru, you don't like it. You don't like the bits that have the sprinkles on it.
I don't like sprinkles. They're bad sprinkles.
Oh, that's... Maybe then not everyone likes the taste of magic?
You don't like those sprinkles. Get those sprinkles off of your food.
Maybe it's because well, it's not important.
Do you eat magic, sir?
Eat magic? Not really, no. I can't really think of many people who do.
I've always eaten this, and no one said anything was bad about it.
You have magic there?
Well, that's what this blue stuff is. That's what...
Oh, are you eating? Oh, that's... Oh, your dog might not like that. It looks like it's a plant. Dogs don't eat plants.
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't know anything about it being magic, but... Yeah, I don't know. You do you. If you've ate it before, then it shouldn't harm you, right? I don't know.
You don't see the sprinkles?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I can see it glowing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to eat the sprinkles?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I know.
I'll give you back one of your MP. Perhaps even the one you just spent to make the sprinkles.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Infinite power.
As the two of you
Complete and
eat,
total net
the
gain.
three of you make your way away from Magnolia on your carriage. As the camera pans up and notices the creek is turning slightly black. Who cares? So
Are you? You? I'm gonna kill you. You ruined my life.
What?
Not you, your stupid dog.
What'd I do?
What'd he do?
Fuck you,
You
dude.
ruined my life.
I
What'd he
didn't
do?
ruin your life. It's been in a box for 3,000 years.
Because the husband in jail. Man, my daughter almost go to jail and be in prison for being what she
He was
is.
in a box for 200 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He just peed in the river and made everyone fucking demons.
I don't think peeing in a river makes people demons.
That's not how it works.
Apparently.